Let's go. Let's do it. What's the deal? A few things squared away here. Oh, excuse me. Hope you all had a wonderful day yesterday. Um, Morning, Tiff. What's the deal? Getting this shared up real quick. Let's roll. All right. All right, grab that link one more time. Mm, 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 mm. One second here. All right. Gus, what's up? What's going on? Gus, what's going on? How you doing? Enjoying another day off, Tiff? I know that's right. I know that's right. Get that rest. Yes, get that rest. For sure. Get that rest. Um, man, yesterday was a day. Yesterday was a day. Yesterday was a day. Man. Detroit and Chicago White Sox were starting dry, but cluster of showers and storms will pop up around 9:10 p.m. Central, and that could cause some later game issues. Most likely outcome: storms fire up and miss the ballpark. Second most likely outcome: storms do end up over the ballpark, and we get a delay in the second half of the game. Least likely, but not fully impossible. Rain moves in late, and they don't finish the game. I'm leaving this yellow because I think that last outcome is a low enough probability that we should build lineups with it in mind. Interesting. Just watch it, man. Kansas City Royals, Skylar Storms around. I think hopefully all of the storms actually from northeast of Kansas City move farther northeast away from the ballpark, but I can't quite pinpoint that yet. Then Colorado, St. Louis, not quite a 0% chance of rain, but pretty close. We green there. San Francisco Giants, wind blowing out at 15, 20 miles an hour, but in a ballpark that minimizes wind impact. This ballpark minimizes wind impact here. Um, And then Tampa Bay Rays. This would be the game I would definitely like to target here. Tampa Bay Rays at Athletics. Warm winds blowing out at 10 miles an hour in a minor league park. Bump to bats, right? So yes, that's something that I'm definitely interested in for sure, right? Um, yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. Got to see what it brings, though. You know what I'm saying? Got to see what it brings. This first game on the docket here, we got a 9.5 over under. We got a 9 in this Twins game, 8.5 in that Pittsburgh game, a 9 in the Chicago White Sox Tigers game, a 9 here in Washington, 8.5, 7.5 here for the Texas game, 7.5 for the Boston game, 8.5 for the Dodgers, 7 San Diego and San Francisco, a 7. 10 for the Rays. That game, that total was moving, right? Total was definitely moving. All right, well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 games. Mm, hmm. Jackson. If you haven't caught the Jackson video, I'll show you guys what Jackson gave me this morning, and we'll get into it, right? I told them to give me their home run plays. They gave me Junior Caminero. He's got 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Kerry Carpenter. Shout out to Kerry yesterday, man. Kerry, we went ballistic with Kerry, man. Man, straight up, man. Hey, shout out to Kerry. They gave us he's got 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Um, Wilson Contreras, he has a total of 6 home runs in his last 10 games, including back-to-back days with home runs. Jordell, 4 home runs in his last 10 games. And a few hits and stuff like that. They gave us Ramos for a hit. They gave us Altuve for a hit. They gave us Trevor Story for a run. He's got a run in 9 of his last 10 games, plus 135 on DraftKings. Milwaukee Brewers money line they gave us. St. Louis Cardinals money line they gave us. Um, Top MLB bets they gave us over in his first game, Philly and Cincinnati. They gave us uh, under 7.5 runs in the San Francisco San Diego. Dodgers money line and Dodgers run line, parlay piece and straight. Um, then they gave us pitching props. They gave us over 2.5 earned runs. They gave us Taiwan Walker 3.5 strikeouts. Yamamoto under 1.5 earned runs, and Garrett Crochet 7.5 pitcher strikeouts. Um, Ryan Pepper over 16.5 pitcher strikeouts. Hey, new thing. Come here real quick. You want them sausage? I made some sausage this morning. You want them sausage? Go ahead, smack them. What you finna eat? Some waffles and shit? All right, sounds good. All right, okay. So that's that. Uh, let me push this back up here. Let's get over here. Jackson went crazy yesterday on some of them bets. First game on the docket, like I said, Philadelphia Phillies and Cincinnati Reds. Let's take a look here. Do I have this set up? 20 weeks, 20 weeks, 20 weeks, 20 weeks, 20 weeks, 20 weeks, weeks. We will look at the Cincinnati side of things. We will look at the Taiwan Walker. Let's see the right hand. So 14 home runs in total. Taiwan Walker. To righties, he's given up. Come on, load up for me. 7 home runs to righties. It will be on the road. Keep in mind, this is Great American Ballpark, smaller ballpark. Has it been playing like that? I don't know, man. I don't know. But hmm. So Tiff said Schwarber didn't do shit yesterday. He might get busy today. Abbott is pretty good though. Abbott is pretty good, but we'll see what's gonna happen. 7 home runs to lefties, not righties. And I guess how many home runs to left? About 5 or 7 to lefties. Let's see. Taiwan Walker, 7 and 7. So I guess we'll take a look at the lefties here, right? Taiwan Walker is throwing. What up, J Mac? What's the deal? What's going on? How you feeling? What's the deal? J Ram didn't do nothing either. I had him straight. I had a bunch of plays yesterday. That shit was, it wasn't weird. I had a bunch of plays though, man. I had a bunch of plays, a bunch of straights. I had a bunch of plays, man. Yeah, um, I put them plays somewhere. Right here on YouTube. I put them right here on YouTube. Let me see. I had a bunch of plays. Let's see. Mm, I had a bunch of plays. Let's see. We hit that we hit that Kerry Carpenter ladder, right? That eight, he hit that eight, he hit that seven. So you got the 8 hits, runs, and RBIs for plus 2,500. Then I played that seven. I played them all the way up from like three all the way up to eight. That eight, that seven at plus 1,600, six at plus 900, the five at plus 550, the four, the five. That's Altuve right there. Uh, his runs and RBIs. It's two in that five that I live bet that five. Remember we was on stream. I live bet that five, and then I bet that two. That's that. And then what was that Seattle Mariners? That was free cheese. That plus 120 one line. Um, this was probably a plus 900. I mean, three, and two, 3 and 3. Polanco, his hits runs on RBIs was plus money. I couldn't believe it. Remember, we was talking about that sinker. That sinker was like free cheese, bro. Plus 125 for Polanco, 2 hits runs on RBIs, and then another plus 400 for that game right there. Suarez, 2 hits runs on RBIs, minus 109. Ozuna, two plus hits runs on RBIs. Shout out to, yeah, he definitely hit that bomb. Ozuna and Olsen. One more home run. I needed one more home run to hit that round robin, man. I didn't hit that round robin. That Jeffers, I mean that play that we did on stream, that motherfucker cashed that plus 200. Right here. And Vinny hit a bomb, right? So Vinny was in that good spot. We liked Vinny. I don't remember exactly who he hit the home run off of, but took his 3 hits, runs, and RBIs. We did all that on stream, right? So, it is what it is, man. You got to get those straights in. That's major key, bro. You got to get those straights in. You got to get those straights in. Like I was telling you, Tiff, when you're doing those, when you're doing that DFS and stuff like that, like your your GPP lineup's gonna be like straights, right? I mean, no, they're gonna be like parlays. Like you're not guaranteed to smack that, right? But your double ups, those are more like straight bets. You can mentally look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, right? So it is what it is. All right, so let's get back to where we were. Um, which was game day insights. He's throwing a splitter, cutter, sinker. So I mean, I don't know, man. You say Judge. Man, Judge didn't do nothing either. I needed him to at least hit a bomb. Motherfucker didn't do nothing at all. Right? J Max said, I'm always playing bats against Cal Quantrill. Yes, yes, yes. And we broke that one down to a T, bro. We broke that one down to a T. We broke that one down to a T. Yes, I've been doing double ups more and more. I cash every day. I cashed yesterday. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Because that's a way to DFS. That's a way to. You're gonna have so much. You're gonna have so much exposure, right? To when you're going through full slates, you're gonna have so much exposure. So you ain't gonna be able to play all them plays all day. DFS can really help you out with that, right? Putting some of those players in fantasy and shit like that. Um, yeah. So and help you maintain a bankroll. NFL is coming up, so Tiff, I hope you keep it rolling, right? NFL DFS is so fun. Single games and all that lit. So like okay, so Taiwan Walker. Let me see something here. Yeah. Mm. So right now, I think I glanced through this last night. I know I'm old, I can't stay up, right? So it is what it is with that situation. But um on paper, some of these guys didn't look that good, right? So Taiwan Walker, I'm not gonna single out a single pitch or nothing like that, but I will bring it back out to like the last 4 weeks or something like that, and then we'll see what we can do. Hold on, let me see something here. Uh, I don't know why I'm getting Snapchat notifications for people who I didn't, who I don't even. I don't know, but so let me see something. The weather. So we do got some good weather across the board, most spots. Um, I don't know if I seen 9.5 runs, right? And like I said, after the All-Star break, I'm telling you, after the All-Star break, I a lot of stuff that I'm seeing, and like I said, it's a lot of green and stuff, but it just comes from doing it so much. You just be like, okay, this fake green, shit like that, right? It's a lot, but sometimes the second half of the season, I haven't been able to. I just been going with my beyond reasonable doubt spots, right? Biting the bullet, just going with my beyond reasonable doubt spots. That comes along with missing stuff, right? On top of, I'm still learning the game every single day. I'm still learning the game every day. I'm going to miss stuff. I'm going to miss stuff. I'm going to miss stuff. For sure. I'm going to miss stuff. So, um, but I'm hitting more often than I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? Missing, I'd rather miss something than um I'd rather miss some money than lose some money, right? That's the that's the what it is, right? And some things I might be missing on account of just lack of knowledge in certain areas. And that's growth. You always gotta leave yourself room for some growth. So I'm definitely gonna have to leave myself some room for some growth here because so you have to look at. You have to look at other things that I'm not. I'm not too knowledgeable in certain areas. A lot of people can see shit just like see shit, right? I can see a lot of stuff too, right? But I got to give other folks credit, other cappers and stuff like that see things that I don't see. So that's fire, man. That's fire. Looking at the writers here because I didn't see shit for the lefties. You can take pitching into consideration, bad pitching and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, right? But like I said, because I didn't see a lot here, and I seen a 9.5. And sometimes you might get that way. You see the 9.5, you see a 10, you might get that way and be like, hey, it just feel like an over under spot. Now, what I did see was Endejar and Marte. They kind of like caught my eye here, and you know what I'm saying. That's fine. You don't want to scatter your shots to where you just throwing darts to anything, picking your spots, pick your spots, pick your spots. So Andujar, Stevenson, and Marte, the last month they've been looking pretty cool here, right? They've been looking pretty good versus this pitch mix here, in certain areas, right? So take a look at Marte. We can look at his stuff game by game right here. The hitting game log. We're gonna look at his the last 4 weeks here. We're gonna look at his I forgot what you call it. His pitch breakup right here. So he's been hitting that slider, right? That's where he's getting the bulk of his average, his green from right there. He's been hitting that slider, which he's throwing, which Taiwan Walker is throwing 29% of the time. He's only giving up one bomb on it, but you can see he's got a high average on it. So he'll be waiting for that, right? But lately that sinker and that cutter, he hasn't been hitting it, but it's only 1 for 7 and 0 for 3. So he can turn that around any given time. This is numbers from the last month. Uh Anajar, he's another guy that I like. He was pretty green. Well, you can dive in right here and see where and why they're green, right? So his top three pitches: slider, sinker, cutter. He's only 0 for 1 for the cutter, right? But the last month he's 5 for 12 on the sinker, 3 extra base hits, and a bomb. What's up? What's up, J Main? What's the deal? Three J Main. That J Main. That reminds me from my city. J Main from Chicago. Hey, but look, 5 for 12. He 3 extra base hits and a bomb, and then slider, 4 extra base. I mean, 4 hits, 2 extra base hits and a bomb. So he looks like he's been in an okay position. The cutter, the last month he's only seen the cutter once. So what I can do, I can push it out from here to the full season and just about get a grasp of how he's been doing versus that cutter. And I'll see right here as soon as it loads up. He's full season. He's only 2 for 9 versus that color, but those two were extra base hits, so it's a kind of a plus, right? If he hits that cutter, more than likely it's gonna. He's only got extra base hits off of it, so more than likely it's going to be an extra base hit. I ain't gonna say more than likely, but it could definitely be an extra base hit going up against somebody like Taiwan Walker in a ballpark like this. Speaking of ballpark like this, I don't know how long he's been playing for these guys, so I won't hit the home switch. But you can hit the home switch like this. Now, what I will say about game day insights, and I don't know if Larry's going to implement it, but I use the today's matchups, right? Um, and I'm pretty big on a lot of splits. And when you use the cheat sheet, it's the home and away split is not there, right? And that I think that's major big for me. But it might not matter to a lot of people. Just like I don't use the day and night filter a lot. I don't use that a lot. I don't. I use it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that a lot of people, you have to sometimes like sometimes you might want to look at would be just taking the pitches down, right, and just look at lefty righty. Sometimes you want to look at that, so I look at that on fan graphs and stuff like that, what I'm saying, but it is what it is. Abbott K's over K's on Philly, been letting everyone go over on K's. Okay, some we can definitely take a look at. We can actually take a look at that right now. Phillies left hand pitching last 30 days at least. Let's see versus lefties. Philly. Um, let me see. Number 5 in strikeouts. 95 WRC plus. Um, last 14 days, Philly in how many plate appearances? 160 plate appearances. I guess that's decent for a lefty in the last 2 weeks. 27% K rate with a 92 WRC plus, so just about the same right there, right? I won't look at the last 7 days. What is so I don't play Abbott's K's that much, especially last year I did not, but he's sitting at 5.5 at plus money, right? Uh, we could take a look at Abbott real quick and see, um, check his game logs right here. And that's in the area of like his ceiling, right? Um, 5.5 Ks at plus money. And he's had 11 Ks in an outlier game. The second, I'll say that was an outlier performance. Um, the second game of the season, that was a long time ago. But then after that, he's only hit 8 Ks twice, right? So the 6 Ks, he's hit that number in one of his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Not saying he's gonna hit. Not saying he's not gonna hit it, but that's what it is. That's what it's been for him. Um, So we got over under 11 in this spot in at home. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. His pitching outs though, what would his pitching outs be? It would probably be 17 and a half, right? Pitching outs recorded. 17 and a half at plus money, with a 9.5 total. And then, like I said, I don't know how I feel about this game. I just might fall back from it. I might fall back from it. I think 19 out of the last 22 pitches went over the K's prop versus Phillies. Check Abbott off of giving up 4 runs. Check Abbott off of giving up 4 runs. Check him off of giving up 4 runs. His K's off of giving up 4 runs. That's what you mean. Um, where were we just at? Oh, we were just at Abbott. Let me see. Earned runs. Well, he just gave up 4 earned runs. Earned runs, bang. Earned runs, 4 earned runs, 5 Ks. 4 earned runs, 3 Ks. Yeah. 4 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 5K, 5 earned runs, then 5 Ks. 4 earned runs, then 3 Ks. He ain't been going over. 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 Like when they give up 5 runs, 4 runs or better, he ain't been going over after that. Maybe a few games after that, but right here, he gave up 4, then 3 Ks the next game. 5 runs, then 5 Ks. He hadn't hit 6. 4 runs, uh, 5 Ks the next game. And then this is the next game here. So, he hasn't went over. Can he go over? He probably could. He probably could. But I'm probably not, I'm probably not fucking with it. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm from Philly, so I don't want to go against my guys, but the numbers telling you different. I can't blame you. The numbers is right there. The numbers right there. The numbers are right there. Last 2 weeks they are striking out. You know what I'm saying? The numbers are right there, so I can't talk you off of that. In Philly, so Philly they actually been a beast at home. I want to say, yeah, they've been a beast at home. So the K's are in play. The K's are in play. It's just Abbott. He's got a 20% K rate to righties. And then right now to lefties, he's got a 20% K rate to lefties. At home versus lefties, he's got a 18% K rate. At home versus righties, he's got a 19% K rate. So his K rate drops off about 1 or 2 points at home to both sides. And keep in mind, this is a ballpark with a 9.5 total. I probably just fall back from that shit. I probably just fall back. But it is what it is, right? But like I said, Andujar, lately, Andujar and it's about 2 or 3 righties that looked okay as of late. Andujar, Stevenson, Marte, McLean. McLean's got a few hits there. Last 2 weeks, Marte, 8 for 24. That's a hefty sample size. Andujar is 8 for 15. That's a hefty sample size, man. 13 barrel rate, 12% K rate. Marte. So I have interest in a few of these righties here. I do. I do have interest in a few of these righties. These righties gonna have to do some heavy lifting. Last 7 days, Marte, 4 extra base hits, 1 home run, 9% K rate, 18 barrel rate, 455 average. That looks damn good. Andujar, last 7 weeks, 5 for 7, two. Yeah, that looks pretty good too. A few of these righties gonna look good here, right? A few of these righties gonna look good here. So I definitely like that. Marte, Steer, Andujar. Those guys look pretty good as of right now. Damn, they look pretty good. They do. And then it's Taiwan Walker on the road versus right hand pitching. Right hand batters. He's looked okay. He's given up 1 bomb there, right? How about on the road versus lefties? Taiwan Walker. He's 5 of his 7 bombs to lefties come on the road, right? Uh, So the barrel was down. Let me flip over to the lefties one more time. Last 7 days, Ellie 1 for 3. It could be a spot. Look at them K's, man. Look at that shit. It could be a spot where, these guys get up to play. But no, we'll see. Gavin Lux, probably like 125. Why? Mm, okay. Hmm. I don't know, man. Maybe. Let me see what the projected lineup looks like. Maybe I could have been sleepy last night. Just looking at this game. McLean. I'm gonna wait for the lineup to come out. This lineup could probably put up some runs though. Flip it on over here to Marte. Yeah, those guys that I did look at though, yeah, they did look pretty good. Let me see: Stevenson, Marte, Steer. Hmm, could be interesting. Could be interesting here. Could be interesting. Let's look at them Philly boys here. We'll get there. We'll get there. Definitely, depending on what you're looking at, I definitely would have to look at some of these lineups and wait for some of these lineups to come out so I can see who's in the lineup or not. Um, Andrew Abbott is throwing on a fastball 52% of the time, followed by that sweeper. And I could have sworn I seen some strikeouts for these lefties and things of that nature, but uh, we'll see. 52% of the time, looking at that fastball, we'll key in on that. So most of these lefties will strike out on that fastball, as you can see right there. Big time red strikeouts. So that he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time. That definitely can, help your case out with some of those strikeouts. So you get a chance. If I'm in the way, you can see right here. You get a chance to look at, you know, you could key in on some of the pitches. Remember, he's throwing that fastball 52% of the time. We know Schwarber will strike out for sure, right? If not, take his ass deep. One thing about Schwarber, he has been hitting lefties pretty well this season. Okay. So it's either it could be a strikeout or it could be a bomb, right? So don't really have to I don't really have to bring it in like the last month of anything like that when I'm thinking about Bryce Harper and Schwarber. We know how good they are in baseball. So it is what it is. But on that fastball, it's the strikeout still there over the course of the season. Look at that. Even fucking higher, right? So they striking the hell out on that fastball. So he's throwing it 50% of the time. How does he look? I mean, I could definitely key in right here and see, look at the pitches here. The fastball, like I said, even though Schwarber's pretty green on that fastball, he will strike out, right? And then you can see how he's throwing it. He's giving up two bombs on that fastball, and I can hit the home switch here and see where those bombs. One of those bombs came at home. Now, at home, this is the pitcher. At home, he's giving up a 400 average on that fastball. This is the pitcher, right? He's giving up a 400 average. So the ballparks do matter. Because when I hit the away switch on that fastball, he's pretty good away. But at home, his fastball can get hit. 14 barrel rate, ISO is up, all that shit is green. So, a lot of things can confuse you, but you got to find your way, what you like to look at, and keep it moving, right? So, he's pitching at home. He's throwing that fastball. He's not throwing a good fastball at home. Um, but I can add the rest of the pitches in there, and like I just did for the lefties here, and just I'll slide it back down to the last month, and then we'll take a look at what things look like. And the lefties versus what he's throwing, they still striking the hell out, right? So it is what it is with that situation. The power numbers are there for Harper and Schwarber, but they still striking out. I ain't even gonna go any further. I'm gonna switch over to the righties. And you know what I'm saying? That's why it was like I was looking at it like, man, I cannot see. I'm trying to find the over, but I can't really find the over, right? And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I could fade the over. And if it still hits the over, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Or if you really want to bet the under, then if you feel that way, go ahead. Now, historically, Trey Turner has hit lefties well. Off of this pitch mix full season, he's got 7 extra base hits and 3 home runs. If I want to look at him on the road, Trey Turner's 13 for 36 on the road. So most of his damage has came on the road, right? The 3 home runs and the 5 extra base hits. I take the way switch down. He's got the 3 home runs still. So the home runs came on the road for Trey. 5 of his 7 extra base hits hit the road switch, come on the road. He's batting 361 on the road versus lefties with a 13% K rate. That's over the course of the season, though, right? So it is what it is, right? Bone batting 300 on the road. Castellanos might as well be 300, so on and so forth. Shit like that. Now, uh, I could also take a look at Trey and see how he's doing versus this kid's pitch mix individually. Now, over the course of the season, he's pretty much batting at or close to 300 all season long now, right? Then the fastball, he's throwing that fastball 47% of the time to righties, right? So he's giving up 3 bombs on that fastball, 4 bombs on that changeup, and 2 bombs on that curveball. So if I wanted to single things out, I would go straight to that fastball and see how these righties look versus that fastball. Another play, I went Moniak home run, Nicholas HRRs over total basis. And I'm playing strictly off the Phillies have been a fade versus K's other player. Okay. So just the fastball in general, um, Trey Turner likes that. He's batting 356, and 2 of those 3 bombs came versus that fastball. On the road, now remember, this is a hitter's ballpark. On the road, he's batting 476 versus that fastball. So he looks pretty good, right? So this is what I didn't look at last night. So don't be sleepy and trying to, you know what I'm saying? You might miss some money. Wait till you get to where you want to be, have your little coffee, a little sandwich, take your medicine, shit like that. So Turner looked pretty good. Bader looked good on the road, whatever. But lately, see how sustainable that is for some. Look over the last month. Now, Turner, over the last month, he's 1 for 7. So, lately, they ain't been looking pretty good versus that fastball. And there are some strikeouts on that fastball right there. Last month, they ain't been looking good. That's reflecting, right? So, right here, the last month, I'll drop the pitches in right there. Boom. The rest of the pitches and see what's looked like. So, we do see strikeouts there. Nick Castellanos last month, 31% K rate. Sosa, Real Muto, Kemp, there's some strikeouts there. Last month, there they are. So, you know what I'm saying? They've shown the ability over the season, but the last month, they ain't been good. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this particular pitch mix. So, as you can see, it is what it is, right? Um, so, they pick it up? Yeah. Have they shown they can hit those pitches? Yeah. Do the books expect them to hit those pitches? Probably so, right? We got a 9.5 over under. Then, like I said, take the weather and the ballpark into consideration. So it is what it is. That puts me at a state where I feel like I'm very undecided. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely undecided. This game had my fucking brains wrecking, man. Straight up. We'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be fucking with a lot of those guys, but if I was to give people the main suspects on Philly, I can't really I don't know, maybe a hit parlay and I'll be done with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much. It's a lot of variance we just seen throughout the season. That's why I like game day, man, because you can see everything, how it transpired, when they got hot, when they got cold, shit like that, man. So very, 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 very I ain't gonna say misleading, but not misleading, but very, very confusing right there for me. That game was confusing as hell. um, but what do we got here? Let's look at the New York Yankees here. Now we got Zebby, Matthews, and Will Warren on the mound here. Both of these guys, they have K stuff, right? So this is a spot where we could take advantage of some strikeouts. We probably could. We just want to take a look and see what's going on, right? Let me see something here. So let's go Zebby real quick. Let's go Zebby. Let's see what we got here. can give up some runs though. He can get some Ks. He could also give up some runs. Right hand pitching. New York Yankees 10th, striking out last month. 83 WRC plus. Last 2 weeks. The Yankees still around the same area with a 64 WRC plus. That's not good. That's not good. Shit. Zebby Matthews, where they at? At home here. Hmm. On the road. 23% K rate on the road. 24 to lefties. Hmm. What is he throwing? Fastball. He's giving up 2 bombs to righties on that fastball. 45% of the time. Just sold like a motherfucker yesterday. Stanton will strike out. He's got 3 bombs. Don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. A lot of strikeouts there, but I don't know he's going to be in the lineup. There are strikeouts here, though. This is just a fastball alone. Damn, 28 extra base hits, 16 bombs for Judge. Judge always looks stupid, man. He always looked big stupid, boy. Last month. They had a WRC plus below 90. What's his pitching strikeouts and what is his pitching outs? Strikeouts at 5.5 at plus money, plus 100 for Zebby Matthews, 5.5 for Will Warren, and the outs recorded. What about that? 15.5 at plus 150 for Zebby Matthews. 15.5. Oh man, Buddy couldn't hit that. They hit that 15.5 for me yesterday. He got that 15, man, but he had one bad inning, man. I lost. I took an L on that. 15.5. He's hit that number twice this season. Mm. He's hit that number twice this season, man. Boy, do I want to try it. Don't I want to try it? Plus 150. Man, don't I want to try it. That shit must have opened up at 14.5. Who I want to try it from Zebby, man. How many pitches has he been throwing? Mm. 86, 74. He ain't been over, he's went over 80 pitches one time. He's hit 90 pitches one time. He got to be cruising. Mm. He got to be cruising. We'll figure it out. Get the rest of them pitches in there. Out here at the last month. See if it's a way that I could play both though. I could play a strikeout if I like his strikeouts. I could play a strikeouts and his pitching outs, and hopefully he get both of them right. That's if I like what I see. Let's flip over here to the lefties here. He's throwing 40% slider. Definitely want to see that. Slider better be good, bro. Yeah, and it's a lot of these motherfuckers striking out on that slider. Cody Bellinger, he's got a 189 batting average on that slider. Jason Dominguez likes that slider. He will strike out on it. He's got a 351 batting average. He should be in the lineup. Six extra base hits, two bombs. So keep an eye out on him for that slider. Three bombs for McMahon, three bombs for Jazz. But the averages are down, and the average is up for Dominguez, and that's not enough for me to whatever. But there's a bunch of strikeouts on that slider right there. Okay. I could bring it in just to see what they've been looking like as of late versus the slider, at least the last month. Dominguez 4 for 12, two extra base hits and a bomb, and these motherfuckers will strike out on this slider. So and he's throwing that slider at what 40% of the time. So that's that. I'll throw in the rest of the pitches right there and take a look at it. Right. So Cody got 11 bombs. There's some double-digit home run candidates here. Right. So that's kind of last month though. I know the bats could have cooled off the last month. Cody Bellinger 10 for 50, 7% K rate though. Ben Rice, the averages are down for these guys, indicating there's a possibility because that you can look at the WRC plus. The WRC plus was down anyway, so you know what I'm saying. Indicating he could probably strike these guys out. If they bat still cold, he could probably hit his outs, right? So those are things we definitely want to take heed to. Is strikeouts and pitching outs are sitting at plus money. Right here, last 2 weeks, you can see Ben Rice, 8% K rate with a 263 batting average, three extra base hits, and one home run. He looks pretty good right there. Trent Grisham got three bombs within the last 2 weeks. So that's something that you probably want to look at. Last 7 days, nothing in the last 7 days. Smaller sample sizes, but a few guys got some nice at B's, right? For it to be a week. So, I mean, Um, as far as the bats concerned, I haven't been betting on a lot of Yankees bats. I haven't been trusting a lot of Yankees bats. I want to see who's going to be in the lineup. In the meantime, these numbers are going to start. These numbers are going to start. Inflating. Right. If you like Zebby Matthews 15 and a half pitching outs, you can get it at a plus 150 right now. If you like that, you know what I'm saying. If you like the strikeouts for somebody like Zebby Matthews, you can get his 5.5 at plus money. If you want to tease it down, be my guest, right? If you like some of those bats, take a look at some of those bats. I haven't been betting some of those the Yankees bats, and I have been doing fine, right? But that's what it was. It wasn't what it is. What I've showed you. I do want to see. I don't know. I might have to look and see what the status is for somebody like Stanton. I don't know what's wrong with Stanton. I don't know. I have to look that shit up. You know. So it is what it is with that situation. One thing I will say about Zebby Matthews is that strikeouts. He's been pitching a lot of innings. He has not, and that's been like his ceiling. He does have 9 Ks right here versus Kansas City Royals, but that was a while back. But his 7 K after that he hasn't hit no more than 7 Ks. So you know, flipping the script here to checking out the Minnesota side of things here. You got Will Warren on the mound, another guy who's got some decent K stuff. Will Warren to lefties, he's got a 21% K rate. To righties, he has a 32% K rate, right? New York Yankees are at home, I want to say. And yeah, they are at home. So, uh, you know, if I had to flip a home switch here, let me see. If I had to flip a home switch here, we would be looking at Will Warren to righties, 35%. To home to lefties, 20%. 5 home runs at home to lefties there. And in general he's giving up 10 home runs to lefties. So what is he throwing? He is throwing fastball 50% of the time, 47% of the time, which he's giving up 5 bombs on that, 3 bombs on the changeup. So we'll take a look at that fastball. And I'm right off the back, I already know um, Warner can hit fastballs. He can hit those for home runs. I think he's got like 6 or 7 home runs on that fastball. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see right now. So Warner, 5 bombs on that. Nope. Warner, 5 bombs, yeah. 8 extra base hits, 5 bombs. Cody Clemens, 10 extra base hits, 5 bombs. Larnick, 8 extra base hits, 7 bombs. Larnick got a 14% K rate on that pitch there. Brooks Lee got 5 bombs. Hmm. Brooks Lee, as of late, last month, he's 5 for 16 with 2 bombs. Matt Warner, last month, batting 364, 2 bombs, 909 slugging. ISO is up. Yeah. Excuse me, you guys. Okay. Uh, right. So Brooks Lee, Matt Wallner, Trevor Larnach's looking okay as of right now. He's pitching his worst to lefties. He will walk lefties, things like that. Wallner's got a 23% walk rate. We've cast a few walk bets. We've cast a few what do you call that shit? Fantasy score with Wallner walking and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I'm looking at the right hand pitchers versus Yankees. The hits don't come too often with Warner. Set at 5.5 only. Two of his last 10. So the over versus the Yankees. Over versus Yankees roll too. We'll see. We definitely will see. All right. Interesting. Warner is an interesting candidate. We already know what he can do. Maybe a fantasy score. He's a fantasy score candidate, bro. Despite where is he at? Warner. Even despite this 1 for 5 and things like that, he's still a fancy candidate, right? Last 2 weeks, Brooks Lee hit those 2 bombs. Let's see, last 7 days. Okay, Brooks Lee. Throw the rest of the pitchers in there. Mm, Trevor Larnach. What's the last month? Last month, Walner, 14% K rate. Larnach, 14% K rate. Warner. I'm gonna have to like Warner. I'm gonna have to have strong interest. I'm gonna have to have interest in Walnut. Okay. I like Walnut. Walnut would be. You said no, my bad. You said at 4.5. Mm, okay. Walnut would be Brooks Lee, Walnut. Last 2 weeks, 2 bombs. Last 2 weeks, these guys ain't been striking out. Clemens, Brooks Lee, Walner, and Larnick haven't been striking out, and that is where he's pitching his worst at to lefties. Okay. So you could take a look at some of those lefties if you wanted to. Warner 0 for 5 in the last 7 days. But like I said, I would definitely wouldn't mind maybe a fantasy score for Warner. I wouldn't mind that. And there's a few other guys right there. Let's see. I don't use prize picks on stream because they definitely it lags me out for some reason. But that's one spot. DraftKings pick six. I love them as well. Let me see Walner. No, let me see. Prize picks. Let me see. Hitter fantasy score. They don't have Walner listed. They don't even have him listed, period. Okay. Don't trip. Not going to trip. Okay. Looking at the righties here, flip over there. Now he's got a heavy K rate to righties there, at home and on the road. So we'll see what we can see here. He's throwing 43% sinker, 28% fastball, sweeper at 27%. I'll single out that sinker. That's one of my favorite pitches to look see who I have success targeting that sinker for betting, right? Like I'm a motherfucker like Byron Buxton. Nope, he's not gonna be in the lineup. Royce Lewis, 4 extra base hits on that. I ain't even gonna trip though. I'm gonna just throw the full pitch mix in there. Luke Keisho, 5% K rate. He don't strike out that much. Hit a walk off last night, so keep an eye out on him. Um, of course, I took Kansas City, so I took an L on that. Last month, Ryan Jeffers, 14 for 35 with a 16% K rate there. 5 extra base hits and a bomb. Royce Lewis, 8 for 24 the last month, 4 extra base hits and a bomb. 11% K rate. Definitely, you like to see that. Austin Martin, 1 for 5. Luke Keisho. Last 2 weeks, Ryan Jeffers cash to play. We got Ryan Jeffers yesterday. Keisha, 5 for 9 with 2 extra base hits and a bomb in the last 2 weeks. I don't know, man. Ryan Jeffers, 7 for 14. Luke Keisha. Those come down to those two as of late, and some of those lefties, right? We'll see who's going to be in the lineup. What's the total here in this game? Over under 9. Favored to the under. I did look at some of the Jackson. If you guys haven't checked that out, but I want to see if they gave me anything on this game here. I forgot. They gave me Milwaukee, St. Louis money line. They gave me Philly over in that game. They gave me San Diego Padres. Let's see, Dodgers. They did not give me a play on this game. Okay, looking at, just want to see what I'm definitely going to want to see what the lineup's going to be looking like. Um, I have interest in the strikeouts at 5.5 for Zebby Matthews and the pitching outs for Zebby Matthews. Matter of fact, let's go over here to Jackson and let's see. Let's see what he says about Zebby Matthews strikeouts and pitching outs, right? So let's see. Props. Players. Let's go to Zebby Matthews. Oh my God. So Jackson likes the under strikeouts, over earned runs, under pitching outs, over hits allowed, over walks allowed. Very interesting. So the pitcher now, what I wanted to, what does he say about the strikeouts? Let's see. I mean the pitching outs. This is my AI companion right here, so it's going to let me know. He says, I'm taking the under on Zebby Matthews pitcher outs, as he's gone under this line in 80% of his last 10 starts with a mean of 13.8 outs. Right. We definitely looked at that. He's went over this number only 2 starts this season. So we definitely looked at that. We definitely looked at why don't they like the strikeouts? Let's see. Projecting sitting at 5.3. They projected right there. I'm taking the under on Zebby Matthews pitching strikeouts as he hit 15 games. As his last 15 games show, he's gone under this 5.5 line in 53% of his outings, despite having a higher season mean. So it is what it is. Take what you like, leave what you don't. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So Mackie, my boy Mackie sent a photo here. Sent me some new messages and stuff like that. So let me see if I can get this up here. Because the last couple of days I haven't been able to get my boy shit up here. So let me see. Okay. 10:30 a.m. Saturday today. Okay, bang. Let me see. All right, let me pull this over here. Here's some plays right here. And don't let me forget, I'll bring it, I'll come back to it. But right now he give me Blake Perkins for a single, IKF hitter fantasy score over. Over hitter fantasy score for Pajes, Blaze, Alexander, base. 1.5 bases over for Corey Seager. Luis Reyes, 6.5 over 6.5 fantasy score there. Then he gave me James Wood over one. Oh, a demon joint, right? Over 1.5 bases for James Wood. 1.5, 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Pajes. Rengifo 1.5 total bases. Over 1.5 total bases for Mookie Betts. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Dominic Smith. And then Tyler Soderstrom over 1.5 bases. And then last but not least, he gave me Ryan Jeffers over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I can see that. Bryce Terang, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Corbin Carroll, 1.5 total bases. Carl's career has been on fire. 5.5 hit fantasy score. Jaron Duran, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And Shohei Ohtani over 1.5 total bases. Those for my boy Mackie. He should be in the chat somewhere. So shout out to my boy Mackie on the plays. If y'all want me to, hit them, run them back again, I'll let you guys know. So, yeah. So I'll have to see what the lineup's looking like coming out. But Byron Buxton projected. Oh, wait a minute, right? So I'm definitely gonna man. That's another thing right there. That's another thing. So you projected lineups got Larnick back here, Royce Lewis hitting fifth, Keisha not striking out in the cleanup spot, Ryan Jeffers looking good, Cody Clemens got that power. We know who Byron Buxton is, man. So, man, Royce Lewis out there. I can look at him. I can look at man. I like from what I've seen. I don't mind, man. A few hit parlays or something like that. Buxton definitely a home run candidate. Whew. Okay. The lefties though, they only got 1, 2, 3. Okay, Lee and Gaspers. I guess he's pitching his worst versus lefties, and he's got a high ass K rate versus righties. Right. Uh, Royce Lewis hadn't been striking out. Keisha don't strike out much. Jeffers was looking good. Buxton will sit his ass down. He will strike out, but he will take you yards. So we'll see what's going to happen in this situation here. And like I was saying, I'm still interested in the. I want to gamble with that plus 150 pitching outs for Zebby Matthews. Really want to gamble, but there's more than a 50% chance I'll lose that. And his strikeouts are in play. right? We'll see what's gonna happen here. Will Warren's got some K stuff. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Good day for me yesterday, man. There go Mackie right there. Good day for me yesterday, man. I don't know. Maybe I might not. I shouldn't go too hard today, but we'll see. Pittsburgh Pirates. What's the next game here? Chicago White Sox and Detroit. Chris Paddock on the mound, 7 bombs to righties. He has 12 bombs to lefties. So it is what it is with that situation. They will be on the road where um on the road where on the road versus lefties. Paddock has given up 9 of his home runs to lefties on the road. Barrel, everything is up there. Slugging is up. Walk percentage is down, but it is what it is. And then on the road to righties. So he ain't looking good on the road, right? Barrels up to lefties, barrels up to righties, batting average is up, things of that nature, all of that, right? So we definitely would be looking at Paddock here, the White Sox versus Paddock. So let's see. It really don't matter. I mean, it does matter, but let me see. Get the Chicago White Sox up there. What he's throwing. We'll take a look and see. Fastball 50% of the time, followed by that slider changeup. Okay, fastball 50% of the time. Sosa's got 4 bombs. Who the fuck hit bombs for the White Sox yesterday? And they won that game. Let me see. Um, 6-4. The Manzardo hit one. I didn't bet him. He hit 2 rather. Sosa hit a bomb yesterday. Montgomery hit a bomb yesterday. Minnesota, he just went play Minnesota's OT, and they just gave him a few bombs. Yes. You remember he was green as hell, Tiff. Him and what's the name? Oh, what am I looking at? Okay. Fuck it. Let the White Sox whoop on his ass then. Fuck it. Chase Meadroff not striking out. 350. Well, smaller sample size, but y'all get the drift. Hmm. They green as hell. I'm so much of a cuss. It's just so hard for me to pinpoint key in on one of these motherfuckers here, boy. Straight up. I'm gonna throw the full pitch mix in there. This might be an over spot here. Maybe. We'll see. plus 122. What's the team totals? Probably 3.5 for the White Sox. 3.5 minus 130 for the White Sox. I couldn't talk you off of that. It's more than one way to skin a cat. Don't always gotta look at bombs. Don't even gotta look at always gotta look at bats. Try to find the best thing to do is bet on what you feel like is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because team totals can come into play right there. You still want to bet the over in the full game. Sometimes you got to analyze how you're going to get to that over. If you feel strongly White Sox going to score, well, then bet only that, right? But it just bet only that, like just team total, what you think they're going to score, shit like that. If you don't feel like you see the over, but you feel like you see the over, or but who you know is going to score, then you can just, you can single it out like that. You can also look at team totals, first 5 team totals, right? First 5 team totals, you might get the White Sox at 1.5, right? So look. First 5 innings, um, a parlay piece for the White Sox, first 5 inning team total over 1.5, some shit like that, right? So it's more than, it's a lot of ways that you could skin a cat, you know what I'm saying? So go back to where we were. This is the last month here, right? I can't talk you off anything for these White Sox because they just been, you know, Luis Robert, 6 for 14 last 2 weeks. Looking good, man. Sosa, 2 bombs, looking good, man. Looking okay, rather. Looking good, looking okay, whatever you want to call it. Going up against Paddock though, man, he give up bombs, especially on the road, man. So I couldn't talk you off a lot, if anything. Here. Look at them strikeouts though. They will strike out. What they didn't hit them Buzzy didn't hit them strikeouts last week, last game for me. Or was that the game before last? Let's look at these lefties real quick. But yeah, man, different people can see different stuff. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause people can see doubles. People can see people can see a lot of different stuff, man. Mm. I'm gonna look at the last month here. There's some strikeouts there, but he don't strike a lot of folks out. He's got a 15% K rate to lefties, right? And then on the road to lefties, he's giving up 12 bombs on the road. He's giving up 9 of those on the road. Colson Montgomery. Mm-mm. Interesting. Hmm. Detroit side of things. Who the hell is this guy? Elvis. He'll be an opener. Tyler Alexander will be a primary. So with the opener, he'll come out pitch a one inning or two, and then Tyler Alexander will be coming in. So he pitched 4 innings versus Seattle, 4 decent innings. Angels beat up on him. He ain't even. Angels beat up on him. He didn't even finish an inning. Philly got down on him, a couple runs, and that bullpen. So, um, it would be hard for me to gauge on how I'd like to bet these White Sox and stuff like. I mean, these bats here. Tyler Alexander is a lefty, and then this opener is righty. This opener is probably going to pitch like one inning, right? So I would definitely be looking at somebody like Torkelson for sure, right? Somebody who I know is not going to get platooned pretty much. Can hit lefties and righties. There's a couple guys because I would look at it. So let's see. This guy here is a righty, right? Just trying to figure out how would So I would take the pitches down, and man, I've been doing fantasy drafts. I've been smacking the fuck out of them boys over the years. I've been telling them. I just got into two. I didn't want to do them. I don't want to do them, man. Fancy draft for us. I don't want to do it. I don't. What I would rather do is I would rather you want to join? I don't want to do one. It just takes too much of my time. It don't take too much of my time. It's just I don't know, man. I said I was not gonna do them, and I went right back to the same two leagues again, and I won both of them last year. They been in the rules, all this goofy ass stuff. I don't want to be fucking around with that. But what I would do, I don't mind, is like get a weekly DFS league, like weekly, weekly, and we can do some. I don't care. $2 contest, $3 contest, $5 contest. Get like 10 of us in there, and we set our own league up like that, week by week, and just do it with the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Something a little different. You could probably find your DFS, your season long leagues, some everywhere. We could probably do something like that on the side. Get like 10 or 20 of us and just create a league, and winner take all type shit. Or we could set it to first three or some shit, 3, 2, 1. Like tournament style, some shit like that. Like, shit like that. Might think about doing that. That'll be something a little different because you can get a fantasy league anywhere. You can jump into a fantasy league anywhere. I don't be feeling like managing them, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Them Sunday mornings and I be trying to, get my gambling and shit. I ain't trying to. I don't know. I don't know. It would be fun though. Either way, it would be fun. So right hand pitching. Um, I don't know how. I would probably look at the over in this one though. I would probably look at the overs. I don't know how I would look at it because we got a reliever and a opener here. Then so we'll be dealing with the Sox bullpen. If you think the Sox can put up runs here, I would look at the over here. I couldn't talk you off any of the Sox because some of those guys been like hit or miss. But as far as the Sox looked so far, I know Sosa and Robert looked pretty good right there. So those are a couple guys that I don't mind getting to from the Sox. Paddock can give up bombs. You know that. So some of these motherfuckers gonna hit a bomb that don't look good, right? Maybe I don't know. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna bet that, but I was gonna say take the 1.5 home runs for the White Sox on FanDuel and just hope it hit. But that might be a decent little play. I don't think FanDuel drops that play until lineups come out. But on the Detroit side, I couldn't talk you off anybody. I don't like I said, I don't think Kerry Carpenter okay, so he's not projected to be in the lineup. They will have a primary as of a lefty. He's going to pitch at least about 3 innings, maybe four. Four. We might see Kerry Carpenter at some point, but just got to see what the lineups. I would probably look at. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I would probably look at Torkelson. I was one HRR away from hitting a nice plus. I think 600 with yesterday. Torkelson did not come through for me. That was crazy. So Torkelson might have himself a game today. Washington and Kansas City, we got Cade Cavalli on the mound. Cade, mm, he pitched one game versus the Athletics. He has 6 Ks. Um, let me see. I think he had pretty good K stuff. 79 in the minors. He had 79 Ks on 74 innings pitched. The walks were there for him though, right? He had 30 walks. He gave up 8 bombs. He came over and gave up some got his Ks though. He 1 walk, 4 innings, 3 hits. Hmm. How many pitches did he throw? 88 pitches, so I like that. Hmm. Fastball, changeup, curveball. Hmm. Um, let's take a look at this. He only pitched. mm, Kansas City, man. I don't know, man. Golly, man. I really feel like they should have won that game yesterday, but he's only pitched one game. Um, let me see something, man. Cade Cavalli. He says I have a pitch. I have a 5 pitch mix, 4 seam fastball, 2 seam fastball, changeup, spike curveball, and a slider. And I love to lose all of them. Cavalli said after the draft, I can use them pretty much in any count, and I have confidence with all of them. Also, I have the velocity of a power pitcher and a and just a picture. And I just picture myself being a blend of those. Hmm. Hmm. Vinny's got 2 home runs in the last 7 days. Hmm. Off what? Curveball and the fastball. Don't know what I want. What to think right now. Look at that curveball real quick. Bobby Witt Jr. 6 for 13, 3 extra base hits and 2 bombs. Miguel Garcia likes that curveball. 7 for 19, 10% K rate. A few guys like that curveball. Uh, Grichuk. I don't know what he's hitting. Let me see. A couple bombs off that sinker. Mm, curveball got his numbers juiced up like that. 2 for 4. Garcia. Last month. 8 extra base hits, 1 home run off this pitch mix. 6% K rate. Salvi. What was Salvi been hitting? That's here. 4 bombs off that fastball. 1 bomb off that curveball. 1 hit, 1 bomb. Okay. Garcia. What was he hitting? 2 extra base hits on that curveball. 5 extra base hits on that fastball. Okay. Bobby Witt, 4 for 26. He's in the red. Michael Garcia, Salvi passed. Michael Garcia, Salvi, and truth be told, Vinny looked okay. 12 for 26. Salvador Perez fading off a little bit. Last 7 days. Michael Garcia, 8 for 13 of 3 extra base hits, a bomb, 6% K rate. Hmm. Garcia, last 7 days, 3 extra base hits and a bomb. Then going over to the righties. Then go over here to the lefties. Last 7 days, Vinny, um, Vinny and Yaz. Yaz been leading off. Markel was second yesterday. Vinny was third. Those are 3 guys that's pretty green. Isbell been down there around the 8-9 hole. So if they can get to him, all 3 of those guys last week, Vinny, Yaz, and then with 7% K rate apiece, and then you flip over to the righties, Markel Garcia, with his he had a 6% K rate. So looking at what the lineup could possibly be. Garcia. Oh, I forgot Witt, right? So Garcia, Witt, Pasquantino, yes, projected to hit 5. Um, Perez got the power. So Pasquantino, I mean, if they can hit Cavalli, I would be going right back to the well with something like maybe Pasquantino hits runs and RBIs again, and that's probably what I'll be looking at. And I couldn't talk you off a hit lay with Yaz, Pass, and Pasquantino and Garcia, Bobby Witt, and Salvador Perez. Witt been cold. Bobby Witt been. I mean, so Perez been kind of cold as of late. That's how I'm looking at that right there. Billy Falter, on the other hand, um, um, 15% K rate for Billy Falter. Um, hasn't faced. Oh, he has faced Washington. He went 7 with 2 Ks. He went 7 innings early in the season with 2 Ks. He's only got a 15% K rate. My motherfucking legs cold as hell. Tiffany said, "I really want to learn the game day insight site you use, but I can't read it and understand it like you do with the pictures and stuff. That's why you have to be sitting right here and trying to go through it, right? That's what I used to do. It was like, man, I didn't know. I had to force myself to learn. You know what I'm saying? Learn a lot of stuff. I started off with baseball savant and doing the same thing. It was more like the long way, right? And it would probably take me an extra hour or two on top of what I used to do. But I used to force myself to go to every single game to try to figure it out, right? It was like, and then I would watch people. It was like tracing, like you tracing a picture. If you get your laptop and you sitting right here and pausing, going, playing, pausing, playing, pausing, playing. And then another thing was looking at tickets and looking at plays of what people was playing, and then I would have to go back and see what they played, see what they seen, and then see if I liked what they seen. So a lot of shit, man, a lot of shit, a lot of shit. But you got to really, 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 really want to, use it or whatever the case may be. What I like about Game Day Insights is you can get down to the very detail, right? I don't think it's a lot of noise. The noise that's there on the site is what's supposed to be there, right? To each his own with these sites, though. To each his own with these sites. I ain't knocking none of these sites. I like them, but if I'm looking for something precise, I think I like Game Day Insights to get me down to what down to the nitty gritty. Because there's a ton of things that I don't use and some stuff that they're updating constantly. Right? You can look over here. They got the home runs and barrels here. I was just looking this morning at the strikeouts because they got the K's right here. Swinging strike percentage, the whiff. You know, opposite Ks, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to start using this stuff. And I'm kind of late on this. I might have to start using this maybe next year or just implementing it though. But we got a lot of stuff to look at: hidden stats, no run first innings, and first pitch results. Like a lot of people bet that stuff, man. I haven't used it. You know what I'm saying? First pitch results and stuff like that. So you can look. Andrew Abbott, for instance, strike foul percentage, first pitch results, meaning ball in play. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So it's a lot. People be piercing their ass with this type of shit. And then you got the Nerfies. You know what I'm saying? The Nerfy streaks, opponents' records, opponents' Nerfy streaks, opponents' Nerfy rank. Shit like that. Records 19-1. Abbott's 19-1 to the Nerfy. This is information I could bring to y'all but these are whole other different sections. Even using my promo code, you can get I've actually get the top tier. And there's walkthroughs. Video walkthroughs, and shit, $15. Can't beat that. Then you got NFL, then you got MLB, and then you get for first month you can get it for $7.50. Using my promo code, you get 50% off. Shit like that. And then I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm around, right? So you can DM me or whatever the case may be. I still haven't fully opened up the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. What's up, fam? Love from VA, straight up, Dante. Love from VA. Uh, when I get out there, if I go out there and visit my sister or something, what I'm saying, she's in the Navy, maybe we could, I don't know, man. Maybe I could, I don't know. I don't know how far you is from wherever they at. They might be in, I don't know. I think they might be in Norfolk or something like that. I don't know. All right, so back to where we were. Going over to the Washington side. Washington versus a lefty here. Washington trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Um, I don't know how much I trust they bats or whatever the case may be. I've been doing good fading them, right? Without him. So Bailey Falter to righties, 14 bombs. Bailey Falter to lefties, 15% K rate, 4 bombs. So we'll look at these lefties for sure, first and foremost, where Bailey Falter is throwing 32%. He's pretty much, I ain't going to single out none of these pitches, right? 32%, 31%, 26% there. So I'll just leave it alone and see what that do, right? So James, 11%, hour and 30 minutes. All right, so I got to look at what's going on lately. Wasn't Cavalli on the Tigers or the Chicago White? I think that's a different Cavalli right there. This is a different Cavalli. He's on the. I think the other kid name was Chris Cavalli. Oh, wait a minute, Washington. Wait a minute. What the hell? Did I fuck some shit up or did what? Now we just looked at Cavalli, right? We just looked at Cavalli. K Cavalli. You done fucked me up right now, man. What the hell? I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know what I am thinking about. I think you got me crossed up right there, Dante. Donate. Got me crossed up. You said wasn't Cavalli on Tigers or Chicago White Sox? I know there was a Cavalli. Let me see. Cavalli. Mm. Mm. Let's go back here. Last 6 weeks. 3 weeks. They've been looking bad versus lefties. 7 days. Mm. They've been looking bad versus lefties. Left-hand pitching. Washington, last 30 days, number 2 in striking out versus lefties. 55 WRC plus, just terrible. Just terrible as hell. Um, Last 2 weeks, number 1 striking out. 183 WR 183 plate appearances. They ass. Figure it out. We can make some together. I'll buy it. Just figure out whatever you need. She talking about she wants some lasagna. That's no problem, man. Washington beat up on whoever yesterday. They definitely did. They definitely did. So, but on paper, let me see. Let's see what Falter been looking like. So Falter, he had an out. He ended up he went to Detroit and gave them 8 Ks there. 7 innings versus Washington. Mm. Lately, so all season, that's funny. He ain't pitched 90 pitches yet. All season, he ain't pitched 90 pitches yet. All season, yet innings pitched. He got a 7 here, a 7 there, a 7 there, a 7 there. All that shit mm, without pitching 90 pitches. What type of numbers do we got on him? The Giants, 2 days in a row. That one day D went live. I was like, yeah, I remember that. Hey, I got smoked on that shit too. But Devers did catch that bomb for me. I hit that 2 leg parlay. That was Devers and Muncie. But man, I got smoked. I got smoked on the team total and stuff like that. He said, "Let me slam the house on the Giants." Wood stepped up the first homer, and then they sacked the Giants. They definitely did. That shit was green, boy. That shit was green. Remember? That's so much variance in MLB. That's crazy as hell. So much variance. Um, yeah. What was I doing, ready to do though? I was going to look at pitcher props. What do they have for 4Ks for Falter as a parlay piece? 5Ks plus 155, 6Ks plus 360, 7Ks plus 800. That was his ceiling this year. I think it was 7Ks. But what about his pitching outs? Outs recorded. Mm, they don't have a line out for his outs yet. Why? What do we have? What game is that? Washington, do we got weather? Yeah, scattered storms around. I think hopefully all of the storms actually form northeast of KC and move farther northeast away from the ballpark, but I can't pinpoint that yet. So be on the lookout for the weather here. And if you feel like he can hit his pitching out to something like that, based on, I mean, you can see they haven't been good versus lefties. I mean, last 2 weeks they number one in striking out. Washington with a 58 WRC plus. Then last 30 days they are number two in striking out with a 55 WRC plus, and top that off with the last 7 days they have been last 7 days they've been number four and striking out versus lefties with a 48 WRC plus, clearly stating that they haven't been hitting lefties well, right? And I don't care what they did yesterday. What I'm going to do is just not even bet on them, right? I can take a look at the righties though. Very, they really at the bottom of the list for me as betting on batters. I next to never bet on any of they left righties. They haven't been striking out, some of them, but some of them have. So it's just a stay away for me. Um, um, last 4 days, the righties, the ones who, because I remember DeJong hitting a bomb. DeJong might be somebody. Last month, bring it on in a little bit. Last 2 weeks, DeJong got a bomb in last 2 weeks. 2 bombs. Riley Adams got 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks. Those might be a couple guys that I probably want to look at. Okay, DeJong and Riley Adams. Last 7 days, DeJong and Adams do have a bomb versus a lefty. Josh Bell has a bomb versus a lefty, but DeJong and Riley Adams would be the guys that I would probably look at. But more, more so, I'll be focused on waiting for Bailey Falter's pitching outs line to come out and see what they do. And it is what it is with that situation. My job, they always sending out. I'm not even finna talk about them. Them motherfuckers probably watching my ass. They, my job probably trying to get some money too, watching my ass too. My guy going live. I'll retweet that. Yeah, Tiff. The way they making the motherfucker work, goddamn it, they probably watching my ass too. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Milwaukee, Pittsburgh. Um, Milwaukee's been on one, right? Uh, they have Milwaukee's been on one. They have been winning. They minus 200 favorites. Jose Quintana on the mound. Andrew Haney on the mound. Hmm. Andrew Haney. So Milwaukee, they have been cracking lefties, right? That's what they've been, that's what they've been doing. And Andrew Haney's been ass, right? So looks like Andrew Vaughn Day, Collins, all that. Yeah, shout out to Tiff. Right. So we might, So what's the boy's name again? Haney. He just fell off the horse. I don't know who that is calling me why or even why, right? Because don't even do that. Um, yeah, he's giving up. So he gave up 1 run to San Francisco Giants. Go figure. 4 innings. He went 3 innings with versus Colorado, 3 runs and a bomb. 5 innings versus Arizona, blanked them. 7 runs versus the White Sox. He's a lefty. White Sox been murdering lefties. 3 bombs versus Minnesota. 4 bombs versus 4 runs and then 7 runs versus Milwaukee. Milwaukee getting ready to see him again. 3 bombs, 7 runs. They get ready to see him again tonight. So yeah, I know, right? Tiff, they be on some shit. So let's see here. Mm, Andrew Haney, 14 bombs to righties, 8 bombs to lefties. Mm, uh, at Milwaukee on the road to lefties. Just red. On the road to righties. Just red. Okay. So, um, Churio, don't know when he's coming back. Haney's to lefties, he's throwing, to righties, he's throwing. He's give up 6 bombs to righties, 6 bombs on that fastball, 3 on that changeup, 3 on that slider. Fastball predominantly. They like Jackson like Contreras. So Churio, Ortiz. Man, what do you want me to do? Vaughn. Vaughn still batting 400. Loving Vaughn. Love Vaughn today. J Mac said Terang doesn't have a bomb, but he's 4 for 6 of him. Shout out to J Mac in the chat for that. Ortiz. Last 4 weeks. First that fastball only. Andrew Vaughn, 700, 7 for 10 with a bomb. Ortiz, 5 for 8 with 2 extra base hits. Contreras, 3 for 8 with 2 bombs, not striking out. I'm gonna throw the pitch mix in there right there, the last month, right here, and it's just so much green there, right? Contreras, Vaughn, Ortiz, Perkins. Last 7 days, Collins 3 of 7 versus a lefty. Last 2 weeks. Okay. Um. Hmm. Mm. All right. Let's go over to the lefties real quick. To the lefties, he's giving up 6 bombs on that fastball to the lefty and 6 bombs on that fastball to the righties. He's getting smoked. I ain't even gonna isolate that though. I'm gonna just keep it funky with you and just move it on in. Lefty on lefty, so I can see some red right there. Yelich still batting 300. I mean, these guys can hit, right? Yelich. Okay. Okay. Well, um, let me see something. I'm definitely gonna like Andrew Vaughn. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be a short night for that boy. I definitely like Andrew Vaughn. I've always liked him with that White Sox team versus lefties, right? So he's batting 274 versus lefties and generally only 2 bombs. Um, More so on the road though. He's more of on the road. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this year, but it is what it is. Let's see. But he's been hot. Three month of July he batted 365 with 5 home runs. In August, Andrew Vaughn is batting 324 with 2 home runs so far. So Andrew Vaughn, I like him. Right. Uh, William Contreras, another guy. Him and his brother historically hit lefties. And Contreras, Jackson. Today, today Jackson gave out William Contreras for a bomb, as you can see. He had 2 bombs yesterday and 1 bomb the day before. Last 10 days, he's got 6 bombs. So it is what it is. Love, love, love Harry. Love Harry Potter, for sure. Shout out to Harry Potter, man. Black Harry Potter. So, yeah. William Contreras. He batted 283 in August. I mean, in July with 2 bombs. Right now, August, he's batting 278. He's got 4 bombs in August right now, so he could be hot as fuck. Could be hot. Collins, right now in the month of August, July, Collins was batting 321. He's batting 452 right now. 2 bombs in July, 2 bombs in August already. He's batting 450 right now. Churio ain't back yet. What's the projected lineup here? Durbin, Vaughn Collins, Terrain, Perkins. Moneyline parlays run line straights in favor of them. Quintana. Quintana. I've been doing good, not betting on Pirates. I seen somebody hit pretty good off a Pirates ticket the other day. Shout out to them. Um, Take a look at these Pittsburgh righties. That sinker, he's giving up 4 bombs on that sinker. Let's see what that do. Damn, nobody got a home run on that sinker. That's crazy work. That definitely makes me not want to bet on nobody from this team at all. But we'll put the rest of the pictures up there and see what we got. Joey Bart, Nick Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez, 7 for 13 lately, 14% K rate. Tommy Pham, 4 for 10, 5 for 10. He's always green for some reason. IKF, 5 for 8 last month. Nick Gonzalez, last 2 weeks, 7 for 11. He could be warm. IKF, 5 for 7. He's warm. IKF last week, 3 for 4. Nick Gonzalez, 3 for 3. Mm. Where are they projected to hit at? Gonzalez and IKF. IKF on that 9-hole, Gonzalez cleanup. Mm. Okay. How about left on left crime? Look at these lefties. Look at that shit there. All right. Well, that's just make me just say, hey, fuck it. Moneyline parlays, run line straights type of shit, right? Lefties ain't done nothing versus them pitches. Can they hit them? I don't know. I don't care. Truth be told, Milwaukee's been a freight train. Uh, they fuck around. They fuck around, beat Milwaukee, man. But it is what it is. Until they lose, shit. Moneyline parlays, run line straights, bro. Straight up. Um, um. So, I like. What do we got here? So, Milwaukee Brewers team total might be 5.5. 4.5 at a -150. I don't know how far it's gonna go past 4.5, but I like that. I like the team total. I like the team total. I like the team total over. Um, I expect them to put up runs here, and if this is the lineup here, I'm definitely gonna like Andrew Vaughn hits, runs, and RBIs. You could probably do hit parlays or something like that. Contreras, Vaughn, Collins. I mean Perkins. Man, I couldn't talk off anything here. I like them all, right? So it is what it is. Um, let's see if we could. Colorado and St. Louis, McCollus, Dollinger. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. We'll look at the St. Louis bats first here. 9 bombs to lefties, to righties, 6 bombs for Dollinger. Um, on the road, 3 bombs on the road. He looked okay on the road to righties. I mean, on the road to righties. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at these lefties. Jackson gave out a play on Dollinger. They gave out over 2.5 earned runs for Dollinger. Over 2.5 earned runs. If somebody want to tell that, then that's coming from Jackson. They gave out over 2.5 earned runs there. Um, Dollinger is throwing the fastball 50%, 57% of the time. He's giving up 7 home runs on that. We definitely got to key in on that. And these lefties ain't no punk versus that fastball. At least Burleson and Donovan. So Burleson's batting 292, Donovan's batting 385. Those and not striking out, whatever the case may be. And those are the guys I'll be looking at. I'm telling you that shit right now. I probably wouldn't bet on anybody else, but them two. Last month, Burleson's got 2 bombs. Kind of the last month they probably just they ready to pack it up. But if I had to bet on 2 bats, it would definitely be those 2 guys. So it is what it is. I know what they can do. I know what they have done. This matchup, I like this matchup for them. I'll put the rest of the pitchers up there, and I'll bring it back down to what at least the last month. Ooh, they're not striking out though, and he's sporting a 16% K rate, so they should get at him. They should put up some runs. The over 2.5 runs seems like a nice play. I don't know if it's still available, but 2.5 runs seems good. Not a play that I was on, but coming from Jackson, maybe something that I might tell. And they've looked ass the last month. They've looked bad. I ain't finna stunt, but they're not striking out still, so it is what it is. Flipping back over to the righties there, um, where Jollinger is throwing, he's got to be fastball dominant there too. 4 bombs on that fastball, so I'll key in on that one. So it is what it is. Wilson Contreras, 28% K rate, but he does have 9 extra base hits, 5 bombs with an 18% barrel rate there. So it is what it is with that situation. Um, Bring it back down for the last month versus that fastball for these righties. Uh, the barrel rate is still there, so Wilson Contreras is definitely hitting that ball hard, that fastball hard. The K percentage is still up. 4 extra base hits and 2 bombs. Last 2 weeks for him, 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks. And the fly ball 55, you love to see that. Might be able to do a Contreras brothers home run lay, right? That might be something to look at. A Contreras brothers home run lay. Last 7 days, he does have a bomb off this one. Mason Wynn have a bomb off this fastball as well. He's throwing that fastball almost 50%. Bring it back. Hit the rest of the pitches in, and I'll bring it back to about the last 3 weeks. So Wilson Contreras, the last 3 weeks been looking pretty good. Last 7 days, still looking, pretty good there. Jordan Walker's got a bomb within the last 7 days. Mm. So if I'm looking for a bomb here, would probably be Wilson Contreras. His barrel's been up there. And how the lineup is constructed, um, he's been hitting cleanup. Donovan leading off, but we'll see what's going to happen, right? I need to see what this lineup's going to look like. Donovan, Burleson, Contreras, those are bats that I would have interest in. McCollus, on the other hand, um, let's get Colorado up there. Colorado, I just don't bet on them a lot, man. But uh, McCollus, 8 bombs to righties, to lefties, 13 bombs to lefties. At home to lefties, 4 of his only 4 home runs on at home and to lefties, and then to righties at home, 2 home runs, right? So 8 bombs to righties, 13 bombs to lefties. Let's see what he's throwing to those lefties. He's given up 8 home runs on that fastball. He's only throwing that fastball 28% of the time. So definitely Moniak is going to look good. I want to say, but man, every time that's damn near every time he throw the ball, fastball. Shit. I know Moniak likes that fastball. Let's see if he's going to be in the lineup. So Moniak, 9 extra base hits, 6 home runs, 27% K rate. McCullers has a 15% K rate there. Isolated power's up, barrel is up, slugging is up. Like I said, the average ain't there. Over the course of the season, he has been hitting it though. Now, what I can do, because this is Colorado, I could push it on the road because you do want to see on the road how these guys look, because they play in core so much. So the slugging and the isolated power is there, and the barrel is still there. The strikeouts are there though, but can he strike them out? That's another story. So yeah, Moniak is definitely in play for a bomb there. Just looking at this fastball, I'll throw the rest of the pitches in there, and then I'll bring it out to the last 3 weeks, just to see what we've been looking like. Mm, 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 mm. Righties. So last month, Jordan Beck, Tovar, Freeman, Doyle, Warming, a lot of these guys hitting 300. They have been at home hitting. I can hit the road switch because it's important to know what they've been doing on the road, coming out of course. So on the road, Doyle's 4 for 10. He's got a bomb. Okay, that's the last month on the road. Last 2 weeks on the road, not too. That's still the last 2 weeks there. Doyle. So what's the total in this one? I think it's 9. I don't bet on these bats a lot, right? Like I said, got an over under 8.5 here. I would probably look at the over here. If somebody can get lucky it would be somebody like Miles McCollus, and that would probably come in the strikeouts category. But I don't think I would go there, right? But he's sitting in a great strikeout spot. So, it is what it is with that situation. He's sitting in a great strikeout spot. What is this strikeout line? 5 at plus 150. That's some good value there. Don't know what he's done um, lately when it comes to that. Let's see. 8Ks here versus Detroit. Oh no! Wait a minute. Who was that? Dollinger? No, I'm looking for McCollus. I mean, they hit candidates. When I hit the home switch on them, I think it was the home switch. They looked really, really green. They hit candidates. Brooks Lee, Brooks Lee, Brooks Lee. I think both of them. That game was kind of weirdish. We spent a lot of time on that game. Like, there were some guys that can hit some bombs, including both of those guys. Right, last 2 weeks, both of those guys had a couple bombs on that. I want to say that fastball, I believe. But and for hits, and then you got Buxton projected to be back in the lineup, but make sure he's going to be in the lineup. Uh, so make sure he's going to be in the lineup. But yeah, Jeffers, Clemens for power, Buxton, Keisha not striking out, Brooks Lee. He was yeah. I mean, for a hit, I couldn't talk you off of it. A surprise bomb back there wouldn't shock me. You know what I'm saying? But who else you see? Harrison Beta. Yeah, you want to see if he's going to be in the lineup and work with it from there. He's definitely a home. I mean, he's a hit candidate for sure. Because I think when I put the home switch on him, he looked pretty good. But he ain't been there that long either. Uh, Got to see if they're going to be in the lineup though, especially if you plan on something like FanDuel. So McCollus, like I said, he was in a good strikeout spot. He did have 5Ks versus Miami. He's had 6Ks versus Washington, 5Ks versus Cleveland, 6Ks versus Cincinnati. So what was his strikeouts again? 5Ks for McCollus at plus 150. At plus 150, bro, they want you to say 6Ks at 330, 7Ks at 800. Mm. Shit. Plus, his right hand pitching on the road last month, Colorado. 23% with a 90 WRC plus on the road. Now, a couple of those righties was green. I ain't gonna lie. Colorado on the road. 19% K rate in the last 2 weeks. 104 WRC plus. Last 7 days. 124 WRC plus. 75 plate appearances. What about just righties in general? It don't even matter. I really want to see them on the road. But in general, they last month they fifth. Still 105 WRC plus. Last 2 weeks they are 14th. So interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what I want to do. They definitely daring your ass, boy, to go out there and take them strikeouts if you want to. Beta doesn't look happy to be there in his stock on FanDuel DFS. Also looked at Gleyber Torres and Josh Bell. Josh Bell, I think I normally target him versus a righty. I don't think he's facing a righty. He does have a home run in the last 7 days versus that pitch mix. And Gleyber Torres, I don't think I probably glanced. I probably overlooked him. I ain't gonna lie. Don't know if I'm gonna touch any bats here. It's a Monday. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna touch any bats here. Guys that can go yard. Goodman. And he's got 7 bombs off this pitch mix. And definitely for the lefties, you could look at Moniak. Keeping it moving here. Arizona, Texas here, and you'll have it's a motherfucking whatever that fucking fly. I'm gonna catch that mother. I'm gonna boy that motherfucker been fucking with me. Uh, mm. So Evaldi's been pitching very very good, right? He's been pitching very good. Um, he's been pitching very good. 1 home run to righties. 4 home runs to lefties. He been pitching good, man. Strikeouts is sitting at I don't know. I ain't got to that game yet. Well, I'm on the game now. Strikeout sitting at 6.5 for Evaldi, juiced up. Um, for Ryan Nelson, 4.5. What is Evaldi's pitching outs? 18.5 plus 155. Diamondbacks been hitting lefties as of late. Let me see. Won away WRC Plus last month. $115 WRC Plus. Five bombs, 4 bombs to lefties. What are you at? On the road, home. Splitter, curveball. He's throwing a splitter. He probably nasty with that splitter too, man. Corbin Carroll got 3 bombs on that splitter. Want to take 6 for 18 on that splitter. Let me see something. Eovaldi. Lourdes Uriel, 8 for 23, 5 Ks, 2 bombs. Corbin Carroll, 3 for 10, a double and a triple. Marte, 1 for 9, 1 strikeout. These are the ones right here my son trying to get. You know you look something up. Then they just throw it back in your face like, come on, buy it, right? I try to tell him to get something else, man. I mean, he like him though. I'll get him from him, but with shipping and everything was about 160. So I'm like, we can go in the store and get something for 160. You have them today. Only thing, I'm not a big fan of these. He loved them motherfuckers, and I seen some other Asics and shit like that. They was hard as hell in the store. He did not want them. His mom say she don't know what type of taste he got, but it is what it is. Yeah, he be wearing them, but I don't know. He don't be wearing the right ones to me. But hey, that's him. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Mm. So I don't know. We'll see. Right. So the splitter, a couple of them guys, Corbin Carroll. So Corbin Carroll, 30 extra base hits on his pitch mix. Let me see something. Shit. Damn, look at Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll hitting all of his pitches. 5 extra base hits are better on every last one of these pitches. 4 on the cutter, but man, he like mm. This is Corbin Carroll versus the pitch. Not his mom saying he doesn't know what type of taste he got. Yeah, she said he got Mexican taste. Don't mean nothing by that. I don't know what she mean by that, but she didn't mean no harm. Okay. All right. So lately he's been 1 for 18 on that fastball. He ain't been seeing that fastball, and that's the third highest pitch that he's throwing. Maybe he might elect to throw more fastballs at Corbin Carroll because all the other rest of the shit he's hitting it. But Corbin Carroll season numbers look good, man. Look at that. 14 bombs, 30 extra base hits. Yeah, for sure. Let him rock it. Let him rock out. Cattell Marte, 14 extra base hits and 10 bombs, 12% K rate for him. Let's bring it in though. I can't forget taking pitching into consideration. This boy's been pretty good. Marte 17 last 3 weeks, 7 for 17, 2 extra base hits and a bomb, 11 barrel rate. I'm not taking Marte for no bombs no time soon. I'll just stick with the hits, runs, and RBIs. But I don't know about you're going to get some respect today going up against him. Uh, you probably get a decent numbers on some 1.5s if you want to go there. 2 weeks, Marte is 7 for 15, and Quick Care is 6 for 17, and 6% K rate for Marte. They warming, right? Last 7 days, Corbin Carroll 1 for 7. That was a bomb. And Perdomo and Marte. So Marte been looking pretty good. Okay. Carroll's been hot too. The righties, I don't know if I would. I don't know. Um, Lourdes Uriel does have some nice history versus him. Okay history. Uh, he's 13 extra base hits, 3 home runs, 15% K rate. Marino and McCann Green on the season. As of late, probably Uriel probably looks a little better last 3 weeks. Lourdes Uriel 6 for 20 last 3 weeks. 2 extra base hits and a bomb and 9% K rate. Last 7 days on Lourdes Uriel, 4 for 7, 2 extra base hits, 1 home run, and 11% K rate. And like I said, historically, Lourdes Uriel is 8 for 20, 8 for 23, 5 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and batting 348. So he's seen them. He's seen them. So, and it's reflecting in this pitch mix that he likes something that he's throwing. Would you fade Eovaldi in the DFS game versus the Diamondbacks? I don't like what I'm hearing. Looking at the pitching on the slate, if would I fade him on this slate, depending on prices, right? Because I'm looking at Yamamoto. Don't know where he's priced at. Somebody, he's going to face this Angels team who does get hit bombs, but they will strike out. Um, on a low type shit, you can look at somebody like, man, if you get the right bats, if you can find the right bats and the weather cooperates, you can look at damn, what's that pitcher name? Those are the ones that's gonna help you. I mean, if you gambling now, you're doing a high a high a high like a hybrid or something like that. You might want to look at. Let me see. Hold up. Okay, man. Um, you might want to look at Falter versus Washington. If you could put the right bats on there, right? If you can get the right bats on there, Falter can Falter's in an okay spot on paper. I know it sounds disgusting, but McCollus, them GPP options, man, but you still, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing him. If I would play him, I don't know. I don't know. You got time though. You got time. You got time. So if he could get past, he's got three guys he got to get past. Two guys, two and a half. I'll say Luis Uriel's like a half. Once he gets past, he got to try to get past them two guys, right? Looking at this lineup here, um, he ain't worried about them. He probably ain't worried about them. He get past Kara and Marte, then I mean, he probably Uriel got some nice history from, but Castro and Castillo, Locklear, Thomas, McCann showed he can hit some of that shit, but he ain't scared of them motherfuckers. He's not. He ain't scared of them, but it is what it is, though. I don't know if I would be playing. He's probably too high for me, and I'm definitely be looking at probably some more K upside in that sense. On the other side here, we'll look at the Texas bats here with Ryan Nelson on the mound. Ryan Nelson is a righty. He's given up. He's got versus right hand batters. He has a 25% K rate. Um, he's given up 6 bombs, 5 bombs to lefties with an 18% K rate to lefties. They will be on the road versus lefties. Ryan Nelson, he will walk them. He got 230 ISO, 4 bombs. 4 of his 5 bombs come on the road. 446 sluggers. His average is pretty much down. And then on the road versus righties, he's giving up 4 bombs. Similar numbers, truthfully, but his K percentage is higher versus righties. So we'll take a look at the lefties here, right? Um, we'll take a look at the lefties where Ryan Nelson is throwing the fastball 67% of the time. He's giving up 4 bombs on that fastball. So we'll key in on that. Anytime he's throwing a fastball that much, got to take a look at it. Rowdy Tellez, 16 for 47, 10 extra base hits, 6 bombs on that fastball. Watch to see if he's in that lineup. Rowdy Tellez down there projected in that 7 hole. So it is what it is. I will put Ryan Nelson name up here. Uh, Corey Seager, Jock Peterson, and Jonah Heim have a bomb on him. Rowdy Tellez 1 for 6 versus him. So off the jump, Rowdy Tellez, look at that though. He's green as hell on that fastball. Jonah Heim has a home run off him. He's 4 for 13 in the last month. Rowdy Tellez 3 for 6 in the last month. Okay. I will rewind it back. Hmm. Mm. Jock Peterson got a home run in the last week. Look at those righties. I'd imagine he's throwing the fastball hella to the righties too. Let's see. 63% fastball to the righties. Kyle Hayashika, Ezekiel Duran. Kyle Hayashika got a 10% K rate on that fastball with 3 bombs. Marcus Simeon has 4 bombs on that fastball. Wyatt Langford has 4 bombs on that fastball. Kyle Hayashika last month, 2 bombs. Mm. I'll slap in the rest of the pitches right there. What's the total in this game? 7.5. Go figure. It figures. Last month, Kyle Hayasaka, 8 for 21, 2 bombs. Adolis Garcia, 11 for 40, 5 extra base hits, 2 bombs. Fly ball is there for him. Fly ball is there for Marcus Seaman with 2 bombs. Kyle Hayasaka and Jung been hitting. That's the last 5 weeks. Come back to the last 2 weeks. Simeon, Langford, Hayasaka, Jung, a little green there. Marcus Simeon, not striking out last 7 days. Whatever, right? Not my. I don't like this game. I don't. Right? Don't know. I'm probably not betting on either one of these. Not betting on this game. I ain't gonna lie. You guys see something you like? It is what it is. Be my guest. Um, maybe Nathan of all these pitching outs at plus money like that. Y'all know it seems like I'm a sucker for plus money right now, right? But he's the 8 innings pitch, 7 innings pitch, 5, 7. You know what I'm saying? So 3 of his last 4 games, he's hit that number. He has the 100 pitch upside. Uh, so I probably would meditate on seeing if I want to get to his pitching outs at plus money, right? So uh, there's another guy I had to look at for their pitching outs as well. Um, Abbott, is this still plus 150? Evaldi plus 155 for his pitching outs at 18 and a half, bro. At 18 and a half. Mm-mm. Where is Oh, so Zebby Matthews, his number went back down at 14 and a half. You get a parlay piece. But it was plus 150 at 15 and a half. I really, really was tempted to go to Zebby Matthews. I was tempted. 14 and a half. I don't mind it for a parlay piece though. But and then his strikeouts could be in play as well. All right, so let's keep it moving. Where we at? I probably got about 30 more minutes, man. All right, I got 7.5 over under. So this Boston Red Sox game, I've been missing money on the Red Sox bats, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I still been doing good. uh Garrett Crochet. Jackson likes him to go over his K's. I don't know how I feel about that. Christian Javier is back after I think over a year. So I don't know what to feel about that. Let's take a look. Christian Javier. Come on, man. Y'all make me. I had to spell it wrong. Y'all know what I mean. Come on, man. Christian Javier. Christian. Okay. Help me out, man. God. There you go. Bregman. He's one of my favorite guys to bet on. Prior to him getting hurt, I didn't. Lately I haven't been looking at Boston bats, man, but I'm getting ready to look at them right now. Bregman, I fuck with Bregman, man. I fuck with Bregman. Going up against this old team too. This is old squad, so we'll see what's gonna happen. Looking at the game log here for Christian Javier and the minors here. 15 strikeouts, 14 innings pitched. The walks, right? 3 walks here, two, two, four, four, right? The walks, no bombs, few earned runs here and there, but the walks, right? We don't want that. You don't want that at all. So, that's something that you want to pay attention to. You don't want to walk. You don't want to walk nobody. Okay. So, Christian Javier was throwing. Last year he was throwing. I have to look at his numbers from last year. The slider, four seamer, changeup to righties, to lefties, um, slider, four seamer, changeup. So he was pitching his worst to lefties. So we'll take a look at that. Right, we'll go to the Boston lefties, slider, four seamer, changeup. Boston. Uh, Now versus a lefty, you're always going to look at. We'll get to him, but you're always going to look at Ref Snyder. He's a lefty, lefty specialist there. But I'll bring it in a little bit just to see what they've been doing lately, right? So Jaron Duran, 14 for 36, also a stolen base candidate, right? Um, this will be his first game back. Christian Javier, you got aggressive base runners, then they're gonna test them. You know what I'm saying? Been away from the game for over a year. They're gonna test them. They're gonna get on base and start running and shit. So Jaron Duran is a stolen base candidate, right? Don't get it twisted. William Abreu, you like William? Uh, hmm. Last 2 weeks, Duran no home runs in the last. William Abreu no home runs in the last 2 weeks, but Duran 6 extra base hits, 1 home run in the last 2 weeks, batting 360. Roman Anthony 7 for 19 last 2 weeks with 2 extra base hits. So last 7 days, all these guys got like 3 hits. I'm gonna end up liking probably Duran. Yeah, probably Duran here with the with the with the with the with the with the extra base hit upside, stolen base upside. So you could definitely look at the Duran hit fantasy score, shit like that. Roman Anthony last month, Roman Anthony and Duran batting close to 400 versus this pitch mix. So it is what it is, right? Flipping over to the righties. Power, you're looking at Abreu. He just ain't hit no home runs versus this pitch mix as of late. Now, Bregman, 19 extra base hits, 7 bombs. Story, they liked Story for a run, I believe. So let me go over here. They liked Story for a run. As you can see, he's got 1 run in 9 of his last 10 games, at least 1 run. You get that for plus money. They also liked Crochet over 7.5 Ks. I don't know if I'll get there, but he's over this number in what? 7 of 10. I don't know if I'll get there. That's what Jackson liked. Bregman, 289 isolated power, higher than anybody's right now. Uh, last month, see what these guys been doing the last month. And like I said, Ref Snyder, he should be in the lineup. He's a lefty specialist for them. Kind of won 5 for 14, but Bregman, 10 for 25, batting 400, 5 extra base hits, 6% K rate. Definitely gonna like Bregman going up against his old team. So he's gonna, he's gonna want to have something to say about something, right? 6% K rate. He's looking like probably my favorite bat. Looking at the projected lineup here. You'll have Roman Anthony. Right now, they got Roman Anthony, Bregman right behind him. Duran cleaning up. I would look at Duran's hits, runs, and RBIs. Bregman hits, runs, and RBIs for sure. Those two for sure. Um, yeah, just got to see what the lineup's going to look like, though, because I don't know what the lineup's going to look like. Story might not even be hitting third. He might not be hitting third. We'll see what's going to happen. So back to where we were. Last 2 weeks, Bregman 7 for 15, 4 extra base hits, a bomb, 10% K rate. Trevor Story, 37% K rate, but two bombs and 320, 8 for 25. Caught 4 for 11, so it is what it is with that situation. Last 7 days, they probably still green. Last 7 days, two extra base hits for Bregman in the last 7 days. I'm gonna like Bregman, Duran for sure. Bregman, Duran for sure. I'm gonna like them. On the flip side, take a look at Houston bats here versus Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet is a lefty. So Carlos Correa has been on one. Historically, Carlos Correa has hit lefties well, right? So, and right now he's been on one, right? We've been cashing. I probably would fall off on Correa. I probably would fall back from Correa. Today, I don't know. Altuve has been on fire, right? 9 for 23, 4 bombs, 4 extra base hits, 4 bombs as of late there. 9% K rate for Correa. And a lot of these guys not striking out much. So Crochet is throwing that fastball 51% of the time, 181 batting average, but he does have 5 bombs on that. Then that cutter 32% of the time, 281 batting average with 6 bombs on that. I do want to take a look at these guys a little bit more individually to try to grasp on what I really, really want to do. So the fastball, Korea, 3 bombs on that, 7% K rate. Cam Smith, 346 batting average on that fastball, 5 extra base hits, 1 bomb. Korea 5 for 12, 3 bombs on that fastball. Okay. This is crazy, right? Jake Myers, Pena right there with 2 bombs. Chas McCormick's batting 400. Altuve's batting 400. Smaller sample size because he's a lefty, because they lefties, but he's a lefty pitcher, but they green as hell, right? Now, lately, Carlos Correa, they haven't seen a lot of lefties lately, right? And that could throw you off because you already don't see a lot of lefties. Then you got one of the best lefties in the game coming over, right? So that's man. So you can see the last month they've been hitting righties pretty well, but they ain't been seeing lefties. They ain't been seeing them. The last month they ain't been seeing lefties. So whatever you want to do with that situation, it is what it is. I'll flip over to that cutter because he's only throwing 2 pitches. See, that's small ass sample size, right? Altuve 3 for 7, Correa 0 for 4. I don't know what to think here. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think. But I know I'm not going mega. I'm not going in like that today. I'm not going in like that today. But if I'm looking at recency bias here, uh, Altuve and Korea, those would be my guys, man. Straight up, those would be my guys. Uh, hey, he saying not touching Korea. Korea been on one, man. Those would be my guys if I'm looking at anything, bro. You know, historically, Christian Walker liked lefties. He's just, I don't know what's up with Christian Walker. Lefty on left. Don't know how I feel about that, but take a look at these lefties here. Not enough. Not enough here for me. Those guys might strike the fuck out. Um, Overall, the squad, looking at left hand pitching here, last 30 days, some of their numbers here. Houston, last 30 days, 21% K rate, 104 WRC plus. Last 14 days, don't know how much of a sample size they've had, but last 14 days, they're in the middle of the pack, 107 WRC plus. 107 plate appearance, 23% K rate, 125 WRC plus. They show they can hit lefties, but I do respect the pitcher, whatever his name is, Gary Crochet. Don't know if I'll be going to his strikeouts. I don't feel the need to. I do want to gamble on some of those low end strikeouts I seen earlier from other games. Um, the Angels and the Dodgers. We got Yamamoto, 10 bombs. Wait, he's given up 10 home runs. Let's to righties, he's given up 7. Um, Soriano's given up 4 home runs. Where they at? See, Soriano at home Soriano is home at home is different, right? So like I'm saying, he's given up 4 home runs. Uh, at home, 2 of those home runs come at home, and he ain't Soriano ain't good at home. Haven't been good at home. So Soriano to lefties, he's given up 4 home runs. In general, a 191 batting average at home. He's looking a little bit better versus lefties at home. But to those righties, though, we're gonna take a look. So the Dodgers, righties, Jose Soriano, uh, the ground ball pitcher, he's throwing a sinker 55% of the time. So we want to see. So Pages, 5 extra base hits and 4 bombs on that sinker. Will Smith batting 292, 14 for 18 on that sinker. How about on the road? Okay. Okay, last month, Teoscar Hernandez got his 5 for 14 on that sinker, 13% K rate. Okay. I'll stop right there. I won't go any farther. I'll bring it back though and add the rest of the pitches in. Probably only 1 or 2 pitches. Andy Pages, 14 for 18. 8 bombs on 14 at bats. And 14 double extra base hits, I'm sorry. Will Smith with the pitch mix in there. 7 for 14, 17. Batting 400, 10% K rate. What is those pitches he's throwing? So he's throwing that knuckle curve. He probably ain't. It's that fastball. Let me go back. It's that fastball because I know he ain't hit that knuckle curve. I'll be shocked if he hitting that knuckle curve. Will Smith, he probably over on that motherfucker. So he's got one time. He hit that motherfucker one time in the last month. That was an extra base hit. That definitely juiced up some numbers for him. But over the course of the season versus that knuckle curve, because that's the second most pitch he's throwing. So I definitely want to see. He's only had one hit on that. If you replace that knuckle curve with that slider, I would be all in on Will Smith. He's only throwing that slider 7%, and I'm quite sure he knows not to throw that motherfucker to Will Smith. I'm quite sure he knows that. So I'm not gonna too much hang my hat on that slider there because he don't throw it too much. Otani going up against his old team. Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts. Mm, hmm. How about the lefties? Let me see something. Jose Soriano. A lot of these people ain't seen him. Freddie ain't seen him. Otani ain't seen him. Or Mookie ain't seen him. Freddie, Otani, or Mookie. That was interesting. He's throwing that sinker. He loves that sinker. 52%. Otani, 4 bombs on that. Max Muncy. Ha ha! 2 bombs on that motherfucker. Batting 400 on that. Freddie Freeman batting 300 on that. How was he on the road with that sinker there? So on the road, oh, he's pretty good on the road. He's pretty good on the road with it. Just to lefties, he's pretty. Well, they like that sinker. What else is he throwing? Knuckle curve, 18%. How about I put the rest of the pitches in there and take out that sinker? Take out that sinker. It's okay. Muncy. Oh, let me look at Muncy. So Muncy is 1 for 9 on that sinker. Wait a minute. Why are they showing me doubles? That might be a glitch. Let's try this again. That's interesting. They're showing me a glitch. Why are they doing that? I don't know what that is. I would have to. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not even gonna stress it. Right? I'm gonna bring it in last lately. Last month, 3 bombs for Muncie. Fly ball is there. Pulled air is there. K percentage is down. Otani, Freeman, Muncie. if I'm deciding to go there. Now, keep in mind, he's pretty good versus lefties. Last 2 weeks, Muncie's got 3 bombs. Otani, Freeman. Freeman got 3 bombs in the last 2 weeks, man. Interesting. Last 7 days, Muncie got 3 bombs. 1 bomb for Otani. Do what you will. Do what you want. Do what you want. Muncie fly ball is there. Otani's not. Muncie not striking out. His K rate ain't that high, no way. We'll see. He ain't seen none of these guys. Looking at the Angels. Angels hit bombs too. Battle of LA. Yamamoto. Yamamoto versus these righties. No, well, these lefties. I want to look at these righties. Yeah, I want to look at these righties. Yamamoto is throwing fastball, splitter, curveball. This is Yamamoto there. 28% K rate though. 28% K rate for Yamamoto to righties. On the road to righties, Yamamoto 31% K rate. Okay. Let's take a look at his has he faced the Angels this season? Okay, 4Ks here to Yankees, 8Ks to the Mets. Ceiling is around 8. He hit 9 once. How about Yamamoto is a righty, right? What is this K's at? 7.5 plus 120. Number 2, Angels number 2 in striking out. Last 30 days. Last 2 weeks, Angels number 1. 7 days, Angels number 3. Striking out 130-13 WRC plus. You could also look at last 30 days at home. Angels still striking out. Number 2 and 80 WRC plus. Last 14 days. Number 1, 86 WRC plus. Okay. Yamamoto is throwing fastball 38% of the time, splitter and curveball, slider. Fastball. They sit down on that fastball over the course of the season, but if they make contact with it, it could definitely be gone. Trout, Ward, Adele, Neto, whatever you want to say, the boys can hit bombs. We know that. How much will they strike out? Can he hit those 8Ks? Last month, this is how they've been looking versus their fastball. Red as hell over there for strikeouts. and red as hell over here in the average and Woba and all that category, right? So they've been damn. They can still hit a bomb though. They can still hit a bomb, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, these motherfuckers strike out. I don't even want to go no farther than that. There's nothing else you can do. Nobody's had more than 3 hits off a fastball in a month, for the sake of striking out, right? Uh, what I can do is put the rest of his pitches up there, and I could actually put the rest of his pitches up there. And since he's throwing that fastball around 40%, I could take that away since we looked at it individually and see what he's doing versus the rest of what they doing versus the rest of the pitches, the other 3 pitches, which would be we'll see. So pretty much starting off how they were, same way how they were, hitting bombs, usual suspects, and then bring it back to the last month and see what they've been doing as of late versus the rest of these pitches. So Taylor Ward, they still striking out. Neto, um, Logan O'Hoppe. Okay, the rest of the pitches were the splitter, the curveball, and the slider. Okay, so Taylor Ward, I'll take a look at Taylor. Shit, drop my damn mouse. I'll take a look at Taylor Ward real quick. This is Taylor Ward right here. So the fastball, he's about a 176 batting average. He does have 2 bombs and 3 extra base hits. Um, you know what I'm saying? I guess, right? I can push it out to the full season here. Remember, the fastball is going to be on the top right here. And anything can happen, right? But he is batting 417 on the rest of them pitches, so I can't take you off it. I can't take that away from him. Last 2 weeks, strikeouts are there. Taylor Ward, 5 for 10. So what I will do here is I'll drop that fastball in there right here for the last 2 weeks, drop the full pitch mix in there, and then they just still striking out. But Adele's got 2 bombs. Ward's got 2 bombs. They barrels are up there. Last month, Taylor Ward, despite striking out, he's still batting 300. Okay, so he's somebody you could take a look at there, right? Taylor Ward. The lefties, I'm not too much focused on the lefties, but I will take a look at them. Moncada. How about lately? Now, it's a bunch of people on this team that can hit home runs. Let's not get that twisted, right? Last month, Shanul Rengifo not striking out that much. Rengifo's got 2 bombs. Shanul's got 1, right? Probably not some of the guys I'll probably be ready to wanting to bet on, but it is what it is. The last 7 days, those 2 bombs for Rendifo has 2 bombs in the last 7 days, and Shunul has 1. Both of them guys have at least 4 hits in the last 7 days. Don't know how I really want to look at how I view this game here. It will probably be I would probably be the Dodgers or nothing. I think Dodgers are getting ready to be a buy-on team right now. They got 2 or 3 of their arms back, so and they got Muncy back. So look for the Dodgers to turn things around. I'm salty. I haven't been making money against the Dodgers in that time frame where they just been losing like that. I'm sorry. I'm mad about that, but they're minus 180 favorites, and to me, truthfully, it would be oh no, Soriano at home. Yeah, home. If truthfully it would have been if Dodgers moneyline parlays, run line straights, if I decide to go there. I get a pitcher lean to Yamamoto, and Yamamoto is in a great strikeout spot. Taylor Ward is the bat that I'm looking at. Muncy and I mean, you know the usual suspects, but I just can't. I can't stop betting on Muncie right now, right? So I want to see what Muncie's going to be hitting in the lineup to determine on how I want to attack him, and we'll see what's going to happen there. The usual suspects, Freddy's, and times you don't need me to talk about them. I'm still like, what time you got to go to work, Joe? You got to go to work at 2 o'clock. You got some gas money, huh? You know how to walk. That's why you're getting up so early because you know you got to walk. All right, yeah. All right, damn. All right, so yeah, so it is what it is with that situation. You up? It's payday this week, ain't it, son? We getting monies. Let's see. All right, school in 2 weeks. That boy, I'm proud. Proud of that boy. All right, then. Damn, what you is 2 to what? What you is 2 to what? Mm. You gonna take some lunch? You need to get it together. You ain't taking no lunch. It's 2 to what? Oh, you only 4 hours? Damn. What you work tomorrow? 3 to 8. Big hours tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. All right. Um, Next game here. We got 2 more games. Let's see if I can breeze through these suckers. Who that? Somebody just text me, man. He's 17, so he do them bags at Walmart. The taking them to the cars and stuff. The online orders. Um, we got over under 7 here, man. So let's do a quick drop out through here. Let me see something. What you Darvish? Whatever. What's that? Spark. What's that? He has been getting hit. Oh yeah, yeah. What are they at? On the road. I do not even. 2 teams that just been selling the fuck out of me, bro. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, these 2 teams, it was good. These teams playing each other, so I can fade this motherfucking game. 2 motherfucking teams I ain't got to worry about, straight up. But we gonna look, okay? Shit. Okay, we're gonna look at them lefties here. What is you Darvish doing? A little bit of everything. 5, 6 pitches. That'd be that bullshit right there. All right, well, Devers got 16 bombs, 16 extra base hits, 8 bombs. Wisely, whoever this motherfucker is, he's 6 for 13, batting 450, 460 with 3 extra base hits. Um, they probably say he like Merrill and the Reyes HRRs for both. Okay, okay. Last month, Patrick Bailey 8 for 19. Devers, barrel rate is up there. Let's see something. I might be going back to the well on Devers. Devers hasn't seen him. Devers hasn't seen him. Hmm. How about the righties? Jackson likes Ramos for a hit. Maybe Ramos might look like something. Ramos batting 400 last month. 14 for 34. 12% K rate. That's a first. 8 for 23. I guess that's why they like to hit. No ISO, no none of that. Just a hit, just hits. I couldn't talk you off of it. Meh, looks meh, right? Underfield to it, just like the 7.5. San Diego versus Logan Webb. Um, Logan Webb, huh? He bounced back, went 6 innings versus Arizona. Only had 3 Ks, but no earned runs. Prior to that, he had gave up 2, 4, 6, 3, 3, 3. A couple fours back here. Who they faced? San Diego. So this will be his third time. I don't like this. This will be his third time seeing San Diego in 5 games, bro. Mm, mm. I don't like that. 4 times. I don't know who's that good for the batters or good for the pitcher. I don't know. Either way, what's he throwing to righties? Sinker, change up. Look at that sinker. Ramon Laureano. Look at them motherfucking strikeouts over here. They don't even strike out on that sinker. Man, Tatis, Machado. This was one of them games that Machado and Laureano didn't do what I needed them to do, and Machado was in every position to do so. I know this was that game because all the way down to the T, Laureano and Machado look good. Look at the last month. Look at that. These motherfuckers sold drugs that day. Straight up, man. Bogart's been killing it though, man. 400, 400, 400, 500. What the hell? What the hell? Last 2 weeks. That was just that sinker alone. Change up. Change up. Mm-mm. What else was it? That splitter. I'm gonna throw them all in there and just say fuck it. What I'm gonna do, end up doing here, is like in the last 3 weeks, Machado 13 for 30. Bogart's been killing it. 11 for 30. Last 7 days, Furman, Machado, Bogart's last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, Bogart's, Machado, Ariano. Bogart's ain't striking out. What I'm gonna end up doing here is probably taking the what's this line? You get the Padres at plus money on the road. I might take a stab at Padres money line here. That's what I might take a stab at. Let's take a look at these lefties. I am giving Logan Webb. I still give Logan Webb respect because he's a pretty good pitcher. Seeing these guys, this will be the fourth time in his last 5 games. No, let's do this shit again. Let's look at this shit again. This would be his San Diego third time in last 5 games. Come on, you know, big pitchers park. So you can look at hits, runs, and RBIs. You can look at extra base hits and stuff like that. Let's look at these lefties though. Gavin sees 10 extra base hits on his pitch mix. Usual suspects not striking out. Reyes, O'Hearn, Sheets, and Merrill all under 15% K rate. Last month here. Oh, last month here. Um, hmm, They're not striking out. Not looking all good either. Reyes, Jackson, Merrill, Cronenworth. Not my favorite game. I would probably lean towards the over. I mean the under, and I haven't looked at the other team yet though. Oh, I did. Yeah, I would probably lean towards the under, and maybe for the value, just take San Diego for the value. I did feel like San Diego's going to be turning it around. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of stuff don't look super sexy to me. But hey, teach its own. Take what you like, leave what you don't. You know? You feel me? Big ballpark here too. Last game. I like this game, right? We got in the small ballpark, warm with winds blowing out 10 miles an hour in a minor league ballpark, bump to bats, right? So that's where we at. You feel me? This is it here. We have Jeffrey Springs. We know he'll give up bombs. Springs. But he has been pitching, pretty good, So, but at home, I don't know. This is different, right? Uh, Black Harry Potter out there. You should go to the game. Yeah, in your backyard. It's going down. It's going down. Black Harry Potter is going down. So, we know that Jeffrey Springs can give up bombs. So, but he's pitched 6 innings in 5 of his last 6 games. Shout out to him, right? But he's giving up a bomb in 1, 2, 3. He's averaging a home run. You might as well just say he's averaging a home run a game, man. He's giving up a home run in every game except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. right? Then he's got 1, 2, 3 multi-home run games. He's giving up a home run a game. Fuck it. That's where we at. Who's going to get it, right? That's the thing. But he's been pitching pretty good, though. Seattle, he went 6 at home versus Seattle. At home. Okay, let's see something. Yeah. He's been pitching pretty good. He's been pitching pretty good, though, man. I'm scared. Let me see. Lefties. Because Tampa Bay ain't that all that versus lefties. Number 1 striking out versus lefties the last month. Number 1. Last 2 weeks, number 2 striking out with a 64 WRC plus. Like, they've been bad versus lefties. I could look at the last 7 days, only small sample size, so it is what it is. Jackson likes Junior Caminero for a bomb year, right? Jackson likes Junior Caminero for a bomb. He's got 4 bomb. He got 6. What's that? 5 bombs in his last 10 games, including a multi-hit home run there. Jackson also likes. The pitching outs for Pepiroy. I don't know if I can get there. They like the over. I don't know if I can get there in this ballpark. Now, rewind it back. Jeffrey Springs, 1 home run to lefties. To righties, is this right? I don't know if this is right. He's given up 19 home runs to righties, 3 home runs to lefties. What do we got going on here? Oh, that's 2024. That's why. Bam, 2025. Right. Jeffrey Springs, 19 home runs to lefties. Pepiroy, 19. I mean, to righties. I'm sorry. Pepiroy, 16 home runs to righties. To lefties. Pepiroy, 10 home runs to lefties. 3 home runs to righties for Springs. Um, hmm. At home. 10 of those bombs to righties for Jeffrey Springs come at home. He's got a 27% K rate to lefties at home. Pepperwood probably gave up more bombs than this motherfucker. Another guy that's giving up a home run a game. Might as well say. What was it? Athletics. He gave up 2 bombs to the Athletics right here. Went 6 innings, 9 Ks. 2 bombs. Both of these teams playing similar type of ballparks. He said Soderstrom and Kurtz possibly. Possibly. We'll see. We're getting ready to see now. Let me see something. JJ Bleday's got a bomb. Rooker's got a bomb on him. Max Schumerman's got a bomb on him. You can also look at the splits, like the weak spots and stuff like that. You can see it right here on ESPN too, right? So um, he's giving up 5 bombs to that leadoff guy, right? 1 bomb to that guy in his 2 hole. 4 bombs to the number 3 batter. 4 bombs to the number 4 batter, and 5 bombs to the number 6 batter. That's Pepe Roy. And I can look at Springs. Brandon Lowe's got a bomb off him. Morel's got a bomb off him. If you want to look at some of his splits and spots and weak spots and stuff like that, especially for bombs, he's given up 1 bomb to the leadoff, 3 to that number 2 hole. That's usually Brandon Lowe. Number 3 hole is usually probably they like Caminero. Caminero gonna be, we're gonna see. But the 3 hole, 4 bombs, the 4 hole, 2 bombs, 3 bombs to the 5, 6, and the 7. 5, 6, and 7. All right, let's look. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Where are we at? Game, so I can get out of here. Let's check it out. Let's look at Tampa Bay lefties. So, Jeffrey Springs at home has given up 2 bombs at home to lefties, and he's got 27% K rate at home to lefties. So he will strike some people out at home. The lefties, I don't know how many games he's pitched. Brandon Lowe's got 2 bombs on this pitch mix. Pretty red though. Pretty red. All these guys pretty red, and all these guys pretty much strike out. But you need to see who's going to be in the lineup. They're probably going to have a righty heavy lineup here. Look at all those strikeouts, right? So see if you got Josh Lowe, Brandon Lowe, those motherfuckers strikeout targets for sure. So that's that. And what's projected lineup? Projected would be 1, 2, Magnum and Walls, they switches. So they'll be hitting from the right side. Projected lineup would probably be 2 line. They don't even have Brandon Lowe projected. Is he back hurt again? I don't know, but we'll see. Flip over to the righties. Because he's giving up 19 bombs for righties. Why wouldn't you want, so Caminero is definitely going to be, one of those candidates, right? He's giving up 19 bombs to righties. So what is he throwing? The changeup, 41% of the time, followed by the fastball. 9 home runs on that changeup, 5 home runs on that fastball, 4 home runs on that slider. Diaz on that changeup's got 5 bombs this season. 5 of them. Morel, he's got power, right? But he will strike out. Caminero, 1 bomb on that pitch. Listen, Yandy Diaz, 5 bombs on that pitch, right? So the next pitch he's throwing would be that fastball. Caminero, 5 bombs on that fastball. Diaz, 3. Now they strike out on that fastball. Diaz is not striking out on that fastball. Okay? I'll put the fastball and the changeup together since he's throwing them how much? 41% and 37%. And he's giving up 4 bombs on that slider. Fuck it, just throw everything together. Put it all in there right now and just look at everything. So Diaz has an 8% K rate. Junior Caminero, big, he's got power, but the average is down. This is numbers across the season. Yandy Diaz looks pretty good. What about lately, right? So let's take a look. Last month, Yandy Diaz 4 bombs last month. Remember, he hit 2 home runs on somebody. That's probably what it was too, right? But Junior Connect, I can see. Let's see. Exit velo, home run versus Blake Snell that day. That's 2 bombs right there. A bomb versus Brandon Isert, whoever that was. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Isert and Andrew Abbott. Okay, so he's hit lefties his whole career. So that's that. Last 2 weeks, 3 bombs for Junior Caminero, 2 for Diaz. And last 7 days, 3 bombs for Junior Caminero, and those bombs came off of the fastball, and changeup. The top 2 pitches he's throwing, he's warm as hell on those 2 pitches right now, hitting 3 home runs in the last 7 days with a 14% K rate. We'll see what's going to happen. So Jackson liked Caminero, and that's why. Flipping it over to the Athletics. Ryan Pepiot. So he's throwing the fastball, changeup, slider. 7 bombs on that fastball, 7 bombs on that slider, 1 bomb on that changeup. We'll take a look real quick. I want to see that slider, but we'll take a look at that fastball. And Muncie's got 5 bombs. Shea Langoliers got 4, and Brooker's got 5. Okay. How about at home? 3 of Muncie's bombs come at home. The small ballpark. Last month versus this fastball, Shea Langoliers got 2. Urias, power numbers are there. Fly ball is there. Low K percentage. The power numbers are there for Urias. 2 weeks. Shea. Okay. What the fuck pitch was I getting ready to throw up there? I want to see that slider. We'll go change up that slider. So the change up, Rooker's got a bomb on that change up. Shea's 3 for 7, in the last 3 weeks. Okay. I want to see that slider. I think Rooker likes that slider. Rooker's got 5 bombs on that slider. Rooker likes that slider. Shay likes that slider. Okay. Muncie likes that slider. Okay. Okay. We can see multiple bombs today, right? Last 3 weeks on that slider. Shay got 3 bombs. Okay. All right. All the pitches there. Rooker's got 11 bombs, 274 ISO, 12% barrel rate. Max Muncy got 8 bombs, 14% barrel rate. He'll strike out. Um, Last month, Shea Langoliers off the meat racks. 13 for 34, 10 extra base hits, 6 bombs, 1,000 slugging, 647 ISO. Wowzers. Damn. 2 weeks, 3 bombs, 7 days. Damn, Shay. Shay is hot as a firecracker. Shay. Anybody can get it though. Truthfully, anybody can get it. Lefties here. So Ryan Pepperway has given up 10 bombs to lefties. On the road, 2 of those bombs come on the road. Pepperweight is throwing to lefties. Fastball 47% of the time. Lawrence Butler, 5 bombs. Soderstrom, 5 bombs. Nick Kurtz, 6. Everybody green on that fastball from the squad. Damn. So you mean to tell me Athletics finna go AWF on these motherfuckers? Off. Damn. Kurtz last month, 9 for 16, 3 extra base hits and a bomb. He's just been hitting really good. Last 2 weeks, whatever, man. Cortez dude, he's been hitting too. But Nick Kurtz, man, wow. What else is he throwing? The changeup. Nick Kurtz got 3 bombs on that changeup. Goodness gracious. All right, man. Nick Kurtz is that dude, right? This Kurtz gonna be that dude. 15 extra base hits, 9 bombs. 15 extra base hits, 9 bombs, 17 barrel rate. Soderstrom got 8 bombs. Butler's got 6. For the sake of this ballpark, anything can happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Last month, Kurtz, 12 for 22, 5 extra base hits and a bomb. Yeah, like, so, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, right? So, like I was telling y'all, like yesterday, I was telling y'all about how you can, you can hit those hits, runs, and RBIs, and you can run them up. They let you run them up, bro. They let you 365 let you run them up. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you could definitely take advantage of. I probably got lucky, but you stick with your guns. You don't have to bet a lot, but straight betting people that you think that's in a great spot is major key, right? Like I just showed you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you like from this game, but I took Kerry Compton up to 8, right? Usually you can get a plus 6,000 or some shit. It just depending on the spot. But the 8 hits, runs, and RBIs, you know what I'm saying? 7 hits, runs, and RBIs plus 1,600. You get the drift, right? So at the end of the day, there's gonna be some people that's gonna hit that, right? So if I go over here to 365, there's gonna be some people that's gonna hit that number today. In this ballpark, like I said, little league ballpark, whatever you want to call it, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take a look at some of those numbers and see how they look for HRRs. Cause I like the latter of those. You know what I'm saying? I like the latter HRRs because they go out there, they do everything sometimes except for hitting a bomb. And I can see it happening here in this game for anybody. So I'm looking at the 8 HRRs. You got somebody like Gandy Diaz who did look good. I don't know if he'll be able to do it. Junior Caminero, 1,600 for 8. Then you get down here to like Nick Kurtz. They give you plus 2,000 for 8 HRRs, right? These are just the max numbers, right? Where's Langoliers? They give you plus 1,800 for Langoliers, right? This happens, I ain't gonna say more often than, I mean, it can happens though. You see, this is how they string up runs. A lot of people they don't too much care, but it just, that's the type of player that I am coming from DFS, right? Coming from DFS, that's the type of player I am. Look at this box score. I don't haven't even looked at this box score, but look at Cincinnati. We'll see what Cincinnati did here. They ended up, let me see. So two, Ellie had 2, 4, 5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And the Jar, who I like today, had 8 hits, runs, and RBIs. He maxed yesterday. Novelli Marte had 10. He maxed, right? Hit HRRs, right? So people doing this, and you're not even, it's right under your nose, right? You know what I'm saying? Because man, and you take a look at that shit. Like, look, you're gonna get better odds in that game, right? If you think they can pull that shit off again, but you get better odds in that game. Let me see. So for them guys ain't even in the lineup yet. They ain't even in the lineup yet. Marte and those boys, they ain't even in the lineup yet. If they're gonna be in the lineup. Long story short, if you got that book, just it takes a lot to find your spot. But if you find it, don't be scared. I don't give a fuck what you betting on it. I don't give a fuck you putting 25 cents on it. Who fuck cares? Get the money. Get the money. And hits, runs, and RBIs is a great way to do that, especially when you got a book that's gonna give your ass, that's gonna let you go ahead and fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just feel like this. I just don't know who from this game, right? But we went through it. We know Kurtz has that ability. We know Langoliers has that ability. If I'm looking for it, it's definitely going to be on the athletic side, in my personal opinion. I like athletics to win this game, but this could be a game where it could be like I'm probably definitely going to have to take the over. You know what I'm saying? And I missed the 9.5, but I just feel like this game goes over, or maybe I just look at the athletics team total over. Maybe that's what I might do because I like more athletics than I like the Tampa Bay Rays, and you're probably going to get true with 108 and 113. You're probably going to get 4.5 for both squads, and I'm fine with taking that 4.5 for the athletics. Let's take a look and see where that is, and then another thing, right? Team totals, team totals, team totals. 4.5 for the athletics and minus 125. Another thing you can do, you don't know who's going to score. You don't know how they're going to score. You just feel like this one team going to score. You could ladder up they motherfucking team total. 6.5, 7.5 runs, 8.5 runs, 9.5 runs. You could take it like that. You could take it like that because there's more ways you can skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? There's more ways you can skin a cat. If you don't know how that's going to happen, then you could take another route. You could take a team total over. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers look green in that game right there. And then they can wet the bed too. Well, we got a series though. We got a series in Sacramento in Black Harry Potter's backyard. So we might get some runs one of these games if we don't get them tonight. And I'm about to be out of here, man. We almost hit 4 hours streaming, but real quick here, get the people that I like, and I'm getting up out of here. Um, so truth be told, these righties did kind of look good. This could be one of those. I get a pitcher lean towards Cincinnati for sure. Um, there's a few guys that hit lefties over here, Philly. When you're looking at Trey Turner and Bryce Harper and Schwarber, but Schwarber's been hitting lefties really, really good this year. Uh, truth be told, as of late, the righties Marte, um, Tyler Stevenson, some of these righties look pretty good. Steer, right? They did have an outlier game probably yesterday. And this ballpark is one of the smallest ballparks that does produce runs. They're not doing well this season, but this ballpark can go crazy. That's why it's over 9.5. I like the righties here. I like Marte. I don't mind Stevenson. I don't mind Steer. Some of these guys at the back end. If you think this offense is still hot, they just put up 13 runs yesterday, then this could be one of those games, right? Of course, Schwarber and those guys. Small ballpark. It is what it is, right? There's going to be candidates here that could possibly hit that shit, hit that number, that HRR number, right? Um, Zebby Matthews, the 14 and a half pitching outs was enticing, very enticing for a parlay piece. And they were gonna they giving you, if they go to 15 and a half, I seen a plus 150. If you want to get there, he doesn't pitch many pitches, but if he could get efficient, he could hit that number. He's only hit it once this season, maybe twice. The strikeouts, he's got strikeout stuff. I probably wouldn't take the under strikeouts for him. It would probably be the over or nothing for me. The dogs could be barking here, maybe in a first five situation. But Keachu's not striking out. Royce, I mean, if he have a game, he has a game. Um, Buxton, make sure Buxton is in the lineup. He's projected to be back. Shit, the dogs could be barking here, straight up. They could be barking here. I want to see who's going to be in the lineup. It's a lot of bats here. I can talk you off for some hits. Warren, I think he's pitching his worst to lefties. I want to see what lefty's going to be in that lineup. I do. Um, Dominguez was somebody I was looking at for a hit or something like that. But I still want to check. I want to probably try these guys with the strikeouts for Zebby Matthews. Um, Detroit. They go in a bullpen game versus the White Sox, and I don't know how I feel about that for the Detroit Bats. You could look at an over here if you really, really wanted to. Torkelson. I would look at Torkelson today for sure. I would. I think you could bet him pre-flop. I would look at Torkelson. Paddock giving up bombs, right? I'm looking at Robert and I was looking at Sosa. But and I want to wait till FanDuel drop these lineups. I think maybe the White Sox might be able to pull two of them off of him. So who knows, man? You might be able to get them for the over 1.5 bombs, and just hopefully they get there. Probably going to get good plus money. But Paddock is giving up bombs, especially on the road. Falter, he's in a good spot. Washington, I mean, he's in a sneaky pitching spot. Washington has been terrible versus lefties. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. Now, if you wanted to get to some lefty bats, DeJong and Riley Adams, um, truth be told, they can hit a bomb. Garcia, Pasquantino, Bobby Witt was cold. Perez was cold, and Yaz, right? So Bobby Witt, Garcia, Pasquantino, and Yaz looked okay for some hits and stuff like that. Pasquantino got like 2 or 3 bombs within the last week or two versus pitch mix. Bobby Witt been cold, and then Perez ain't been as hot as he was. Oh, Milwaukee should go upside their head, man. I like Andrew Vaughn, Collins, Contreras, Collins. I mean, I like those boys. I like the team total over for Milwaukee and beyond. Over and beyond. Uh, I can't do the Reynolds thing. The Gonzalez looked okay, but I'm not messing with Pittsburgh right now. Donovan, Burleson, Contreras. If I'm looking for a bomb, I'm looking at Contreras hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm looking at Burleson and Donovan. Moniak is a home run candidate here. Goodman is too. Moniak loves that fastball, which Miles McCullers, I think he's giving up bombs on it. It's probably his most pitched pitch. Um, I'm scared to mess with anybody on this game, this Texas game. Nathan Eovaldi, I was thinking about taking this 18 and a half pitching outs. I think he's hit that number in 3 of his last 4. He's a candidate for that. Probably like a plus 125. Good value there. Duran, Bregman is guys that I'm looking at. If you get, they have a lefty specialist. William Brayu has a decent amount of bombs on this pitch mix, but not as of late. Um, man. I do respect Gary Crochet, but Altuve and Correa have been on fire as of late. Both of these boys have historically hit lefties well. Lately, these guys got 3 and 4 bombs versus pitch mix. Man. It's a few guys that look good here. I don't know what to think. Javier is his first game back. Bregman going up against his old team. Yamamoto in a wonderful strikeout spot. Okay. Muncy. Everybody's in play here, but usual suspects. But lately Hernandez showed flashes, and I'm still on the Muncy train. So, it is what it is. I'm still on the Muncy train. Taylor Ward was one guy that I really don't mind for a bomb here. I'm leaning towards San Diego money line here. And man, it just feels like a team total over day for athletics. And you can definitely look at some ladders for some of these guys like Brooker and Kurtz and Langoliers. You can look into some HRR ladders and stuff like that. Okay. That's the slate in a nutshell. Oh man, I gotta go take my son to work. I'm done, bro. I'm done.